is now live.
Welcome, everyone, players and viewers alike, to this Halloween special, as has been crafted by Grumpy Bear down here, who's taller than she looks,
Only just.
and a little bit of my input as well. So, where's my document? There we go, up to the top. So, the village of New Learhall has been renowned for decades for its seasonal street parties, and their Halloween festivities are no exception. As you arrive in the town, you begin to see why. Fake cobwebs cover a large proportion of buildings, complete with giant spiders roaming them. Bats hang in darkened eaves of buildings. Randomly, a single bat will drop, silently swoop across the street and find perch on a different building, startling passers-by as they go. Occasionally, you see something out the corner of your eye in the windows of the buildings, not completely cobwebbed. Was that a ghost? Difficult to say, but by the time you take a closer look, like there was nothing there. The street itself appears to be sprayed with blood, like a ketchup fight occurred, and nobody's too worried to clean it up. There are also odd piles of bones that sometimes twitch as if they're coming back to life. All of this is wonderfully lit by pumpkin lanterns, all hand-carved with a variety of skill levels, some with typically slanted, angry eyes, and others carefully crafted to look like demonic fanged pumpkins devouring innocent butternut squashes. All of the decoration ties together as mildly scary, but mostly whimsical, lovingly put together over the last few weeks by the whole town, and with a little bit of illusory magic just to make you wonder. As you head towards the village square, the crowd begins to grow, the spooky music gets louder, and the palpable joy in the air becomes more present. You see everyone dressed up in their favourite scary costumes, some of them dancing, some playing party games like tossing the ring on the witch's hat or pin the spider on the web. Over on the far side of the square, there's a carousel where children get to ride on broomsticks. And noticeably, standing on the gazebo overlooking the river on the western edge of the square, is a lady wrapped head to toe in toilet paper, still sporting her large mayor's top hat. She's welcoming people as they arrive to the event, answering questions, pointing newcomers to whatever activity they're looking for, and generally having a wonderful time. She spots your group and begins to beckon when suddenly there's a scream that makes your hair stand on end. It resonates through the general buzz of the crowd, which immediately takes note and hushes to a few worried murmurs. The scream is shortly followed by a cackle. It's coming from your right down an alley off the square. What do you do?
Well, dude, I think we need to go investigate maybe because screams are generally a bad thing. Okay.
Definitely sounds like more than my kind of party down there than it is here.
I mean, weird, but okay.
Well, this is a Halloween party. There's going to be
Screaming! Yeah,
No?
dude, I get it. Yeah, that was so cool. That was really realistic. I like it. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it's very good.
It's cool, man.
It just sounds like someone is stealing my aesthetic. I am clearly the best witch here.
I mean, dude, of course you are.
I mean, I have a broom.
I did notice that. That's quite cool.
I thought you were going to clean up after the party.
I just kind of look at Jurgen and then look down at the broom that is kind of floating about 3 feet off the ground.
By the way, Longboard is completely inappropriately dressed for this party.
Oh, should we have a description round?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, Longboard, you started. You go ahead.
Longboard is 8'2", and he is. He's got sort of sea green, furry skin and darker hair, and he's wearing a very beautifully patterned Hawaiian style shirt and some Bermuda shorts. And this is like totally dude. The only thing missing is a surfboard under his arm. He's very relaxed and just sort of laid back and chill. He's really at the wrong party, but nobody's told him.
And he's a Fairbulg.
He is a big furball, yeah, 8'2" furball.
Jurgen is about 8 foot tall. He's a Goliath, and he's used to being the tallest person in the room, unless he's next to Longboard. And you'll often maybe see him, if they're next to each other, actually standing up on his tiptoes so he doesn't seem smallest. He doesn't wear much apart from a lovely cloak, which he really, really likes. But you'll see his skin is like pink. It looks like he's sunburned, permanently sunburned. He's got white eyes with white tattoos, and it all looks a bit weird. And he carries a great big hammer.
Longboard would, if they're standing next to each other, Longboard would just sort of crouch down a bit to make him feel better.
Mara, do you want to go?
Mara is a measly 5'4". She's got silvery white hair, bright gold eyes, and she always has a wicked smile on her face. She's human. She's dressed head to toe in black studded leather, but has got a rather bright red cloak around her shoulders. And she also has little extensions on her fingers with sharp edges on it, so she can access her abilities a lot quicker just by gripping her hand together and stabbing herself in the palm of her hand. She has twin rapiers as well and a silver crown on her head.
So a bit of a BDSM type.
A little bit.
And Truth.
Truth is a tiefling, kind of
No.
pale, whitish, pinkish skin, like tall horns that kind of wrap up, long white hair that seems to have little tiny flowers just kind of weaved into it in different places. She's wearing kind of a dark black and purple dress with kind of lace edging on it, and she has this what at first seems like a massive bow on the back of her head, a huge black and purple bow, but those that have travelled with her know that that is actually her patron given familiar. It is actually a huge butterfly that will take flight when in danger. She's riding on a very nice and well kept broom, about 3 feet off the ground. She's the same height as Mara, but looks taller. And
We're getting a visual from Grumpy Bear.
she always has a couple of small black butterflies that kind of flutter around her and land, and then occasionally flutter around and land on whoever she's talking to.
If they ever
generally
land on
just
Mara,
uses-
she eats them.
And whenever one disappears or gets killed, another one just kind of flutters out from behind her, coming from nowhere.
They land on Longboard, he's like, oh, dude, that's so cool.
Cool. So the crowd has quietened right down, and they are beginning to sort of try and peek around the corner from where this scream came from.
So, like, it looks, I mean, it sounded great, really realistic and all, but should we go take a look, see what it is that's making the screaming? Because if it's as good as the sound, it's got the visuals are going to be way out there, man.
That sounds like a good idea.
And I'm just going to walk around the corner.
I'm
My
going to drift
chill,
behind
laid back way.
Longboard.
Yeah, I'm gonna stalk behind everybody else as well.
Cool. Thank you for obliging.
We're not messing things up straight away.
No. Yeah, 5 minutes in, we'll be good.
Yeah. I could just imagine you guys just. No, we're gonna go check out the broomstick carousel. That sounds good.
I mean, that is on my list of things to do. So
I need to. I've already got a broomstick.
So as you turn the corner, you see down this alley there is a body lying on the floor, and stood over this teenage girl is a witch. Cackle, please. She cackles. In her hands is another girl, and as she sees people coming around the corner, there's just a puff of purple smoke, and she disappears.
whoa, that was amazing.
Oh no, I've got the wrong voice on. Sorry, I went back. Sorry.
Write that down, Yorick.
Yeah.
No, I forgot my notepad.
Dude, that was amazing. How did they get like her to disappear? That was really cool.
Yeah, it was impressive.
I don't think it was part of the show.
No,
The mayor now rushing over, dressed as a mummy, turns the corner to stand next to you guys and screams herself.
oh, dude, you're getting into it too, man. It's all good.
She's taken my daughter. Somebody, please go and save her.
This is amazing, man. I
It's
just
the-
looked to Jürgen. This is so cool.
Yeah, it is very impressive.
There's the you said there were two girls there along with the witch.
There's one on the floor, presumed
Oh.
dead, and there's another one that disappeared with the witch.
I'll kind of drift over to her, kind of eyes flashing purple as I cast Detect Magic, kind of looking around.
I
the
will
dead
wander
body.
up to the girl on the floor. Is she actually dead or?
Give me a medicine check.
Oh, first roll.
Roll.
Medicine. Yeah, 16.
You bend down and have a good look over with your skills in such things. She very much seems dead. There's no pulse or heartbeat.
There's no
You
obvious wounds or anything.
No obvious wounds.
I will touch spare the dying. So we become stable.
Okay. Ooh, let me just double check something. You
Just to like keep it on the edge of that line, man, between life and death, where we all serve.
Okay, so as you do that, you feel the heart restart. She doesn't come to, but she's alive.
I would turn to the man and go, dude, you need to get someone to look after this girl. She's like in need of medical attention. But she is alive.
Who Longboard, you've gone up to the body. The other three.
I've moved up to the body and I'm looking around with my.
Yeah, I'm inspecting around as well because if this is a fey fiend or undead, then I'm going to be on high alert.
Okay, let's have a couple of perception checks. Truth, with your detect magic, you feel that shimmer in the air of a dimension door that's recently occurred.
18 perception.
18 perception. So as you look around, off down an adjoining alley on the left, heading to the north, you can see through a couple of buildings. Up on a hill at the sort of the edge of trees, edge of a wood, you can see this witch just stood up there, cackling still.
Every time you do that, Kim, you start it and then the microphone cuts out because you obviously break the filter.
Mara sort of like point with a clawed finger. She's gone that way.
Oh, yeah, let's go and get her then.
You four, are you able to help?
I mean,
There are no writers here.
sure, man.
It's not nice when people ruin a party. We will help.
No, man. And I was like all ready for the luau and the cookout and everything's, you know.
I
got a
am
bit
willing
weird.
to accept this bounty.
Oh wow, man.
No bounty bars in this world.
Anything you want, just save my daughter, please.
We won't need any reward, but you know, it's all good. We could do this.
I can take your reward, Longboard. It's fine.
That's cool, man. If you need the reward, then that's what you need.
It's always good fun for a duel between witches on Halloween. And I'll just kind of put my hand on the front of my broom and then just slightly take off in the direction that Mara pointed.
How far away is this witch from us?
The edge of the town is 400 or 500 feet, and then she's gone up a bank towards the trees a little bit further than that.
Okay.
Could I tell if this is a Fey Fiend or undead?
None of those are pinging.
Okay. I would just start striding towards a tree line and I'll pull out.
Apart from an undead feel from... Actually, make a perception check. Just to see how much you can pick up from it.
Oh, that's natural one.
Oh dear. No. The witch is definitely, or the creature that fled to the north is giving no signs of Fey Fiend or undead. So you heading in that direction?
Yep.
Yeah, Mara's gonna pull out one of her swords and one of her rapiers, and as she's gripping hold of the handle, she's gonna stab her own claws into her palm just to activate one of her swords.
Okay.
So of course I roll a 6 and take 6 points of damage for it.
Of course.
Welcome to playing a Blood Hunter.
Because blood hunter.
Yeah, but I am going to activate my Rite of the Dawn on that one.
What does that do?
Striding towards the north.
Weapon strike.
I'm walking towards the north in a
As
more hurried manner than I would normally.
Oh.
as I'm flying that way,
Just-
I'll just
I don't-
kind of just gently tap my shoulder and cast Armor of Shadows and more butterflies will appear.
Armor of shadowy butterflies.
I don't want to go in with AC 12.
Scared. I've marked you down as a 15. Is that what it's now at?
That's what it is now, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, well, that's to you. So as you get to the edge of the town, there is a noticeable incline in the slope. As you look up, you don't see anything there, but the edge of the tree line is 50 or 60 feet up a slope.
Is she still there?
No, you can't see her.
But is there a specific path or anything like that she was following, or has it just gone into the trees?
If you want to go up and take a look, see if you can find the path.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's have one or two, or two or one with advantage. Make a survival check to see if you can find a path.
Can I do a perception check from up in the air?
Yes, go ahead. We'll have one
I
survival.
got a 2 for 6. Anyone else want to have a go?
I will have a go.
I'm relying on you guys to, see where the problem is, man. See if we can
13.
fix it.
It teetered on the 20, but 3.
Oh, good. What was the highest? The 13 there.
Yeah.
Though I do get advantage on survival checks, but I'm not quite sure how it works.
When tracking Fey Fiends and Undead.
Okay.
Can I just sort of... I want to see if the trees are natural or unnatural, or just do they know anything, man?
Do they know anything? Give me a nature check then.
Let's check. 20, not natural.
These trees give you an uneasy feeling.
Dude.
There's something that's touched them in a bad way.
I mean, the trees, man. They've been inappropriately touched. Someone is messing with the trees, man. This is not good. I need to find that someone and get them to apologize and make things right.
Don't think anyone's going to apologise to a tree.
Well, I think that people should apologize to trees, man. Because trees help us all the time. It's a very closed-minded attitude. You need to get on the edge of that anger you have there. Surf it, ride it out.
If I can't stab it with my rapier, it's no good to me.
I mean, it won't be any good after you've stabbed it, will it?
You have a very close-minded view of things, then.
Wow, that's harsh, man.
I could not see any sign of the witch from there.
Longlord, as you're up having a look at the trees,
Yeah,
though,
I'm just sort of hugging the trees.
you do see a few sort of snapped twigs on the ground, a broken branch with sort of clear direction.
So, I think she probably went that way, because like there's bits of dead, broken tree. So somebody has been disrespectful in this way.
Yeah, let us go.
Let's
Uh,
do it,
yeah.
dude.
Start heading off in that direction.
As you head into the forest, it's not too difficult a path as you go through. The trees are sparsely separated enough to find a way through. Someone just roll a d6 for me. Go on, Chaz.
6.
Say again?
6.
6. Okay. Cool. So as you're heading through, as I say, the path is reasonably enough, easily enough followed. Mara, there's a moment when your rapier that you've already got in your hand just warms to your touch, and you feel something imminent.
Be alert, there is something dangerous afoot.
And as that happens,
Could
there's
be a tree, man.
tree. There's like a swell of something, and the trees begin to just move and bristle a little bit, and the floor,
Okay, dudes.
the floor feels a little uneasy beneath your feet, and suddenly there's shooting as these roots rip out of the ground and try to grab. They try to grab onto your ankles and legs. Grapple, you know.
Grapple.
I'd like everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
Everyone.
Am I included did that as I'm floating in the air?
On your broom, you're okay. For now.
I get advantage on dex saving throws against effects that I can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated, so I presume that would give me advantage on this then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled terribly, but I got a decent plus to it. 14.
10.
17.
17 was that, James?
Yeah.
So you're okay, but the other two of you, obviously truth exempt, feel these roots just wrap around your legs and drag you to the ground.
Whoa, dudes, relax.
You hit with a thump and take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
Is that each? Yeah.
Yes.
Can I reach down and try and snap off the roots and pull them out?
How dare you?
If you want to make an attack roll against
Okay.
these roots,
I'll do it as an unarmed strike then, I suppose, because I'd be just trying to rip it out.
but actually, before we do that, because I was going to take this in a bit of a sort of initiative or whatever, there's no
Oh,
need to.
okay.
So, the state of play at the moment is Mara and Longboard are grappled to the floor. They're prone on the floor. Jurgen is stood up, having managed to jump out of the way of these roots, and Truth is up in the air. How high are you?
Generally,
I
when
mean,
I'm traveling with
rude.
them, I'm like a few feet up, probably
Oh.
like matching head level with Jurgen and Longboard.
Okay, so I'll just go around the order that I see you. So, Mara, what are you going to try and do?
I am going to try and pull myself out.
Okay, if you want to make a strength check to see if you can.
Not particularly, but okay. I was hoping I could wriggle out.
You're very much grappled.
14. Could have been worse.
Not quite, can't quite get there. You might have made it easier for someone else if they're going to try and get you out.
So much for your friendly trees.
Hey, man.
Longboard.
They've been interfered with. It's not their fault.
Okay.
They're being manipulated by somebody evil.
Well, if they don't let me go, I'm going to interfere with them as well.
I mean, that's really rude and very upsetting.
So he's being pulled to the ground.
Hey, it's only being pulled to the ground. The ground's quite cool.
Longboard. What do
I'm
you
just
do?
gonna rip myself free.
Okay. If you want to do the same, make a strength check.
20, not natural.
Cool. So you managed to. Were you trying to hurt
No,
the
no.
roots? You're just trying
I'm
to
just
sort of
gonna-
prise
I'm
it
just
off
gonna
space.
sort of- Because I know roots are fairly flexible things, so they can bend and stretch when I move myself out of them.
Cool. So yeah, you managed to just sort of prise enough space for you to sort of pull yourself out.
See, they just let go if you ask nicely. They can obviously feel your anger and resentment to them.
Jurgen.
Okay, as I can see, Longboard's got up and Mara's struggling. I'll help Mara get up.
Okay, if you want to give me a strength check as well, see if you can sort of prise with.
21.
Yeah, not a problem whatsoever. So while Mara was trying to sort of prise herself free, you just sort of come over and just leave her enough space relatively easily for Mara to slip out. Truth.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
modest.
cast detect magic and kind of peer around. I can see a controller for these trees, where the source of the magic on them is coming from.
Okay. Give me a perception check if you're looking around as well. The detect magic, like, just almost floods your mind. The amount of magic, the arcane energy in this place is extreme.
20 on the perception.
Perception. You can't see anyone, but sort of further down the path that you were already heading, you can still see broken twigs, branches, where vines have been just slung aside. But the vines and the roots are still coming.
The entire forest is bathed in magic. Likely the doing of this witch, though I do not know for certain.
So I think we're probably going to have to hurt you guys to make you leave us alone, okay? I'm talking to the trees, by the way. So
Yeah,
maybe-
Mara's getting pulled out by Jurgen. She just sort of turns back and hisses at the roots.
Maybe we should run.
running is good. Hey, how many people can you take on your magic stick?
It depends on how much you weigh. But there is only so much space.
Well, if you take, like, Mara, and then Jurgen and I could just run. We're fairly tall, so we got long strides. That way she won't get stuck.
Dexterity saving throws from everyone as the vines start whipping at you, including Truth, because the vines up in the trees are aiming at you as well. See if you can avoid. If you scored 14 or lower, so DC 15, DC 14.
Well, that's what I rolled last time.
Yeah, so 14 or lower is a fail.
Okay.
I think that's
Yeah, I'm a bit more with it this time. 24.
cool.
16.
Cool.
9.
9 and 8.
18.
18. Okay. So just longboard time. More. Just 3 points. 3 more points of bludgeoning damage for you as you hit the deck pretty hard.
I am going to snicker a little bit of that.
Understandable.
Suggest we get moving. Do not stay
Maybe if
here.
you hug them, Longboard.
Good idea. And I'll just sort of, as I'm on the floor, just sort of like turn my hands, palms to the floor, and just give the love.
Perhaps, Longboard, we should go and find whoever has done this to these deeds.
For sure, yeah, we should definitely do that.
Right, let us get moving then.
I'll give Longboard a hand to get out of the tree.
You both just want to make quick strength checks to see.
19.
Yeah, fine, not a problem. Same again. You just sort of ease them out the way
Sure.
and out.
Pull myself out and just go, dude, you gotta stop doing that. We're gonna fall out. And I'll
Let us
Start running.
start running.
move.
I will look at Truth for a moment with a raised eyebrow.
I'll roll my eyes and slightly lower the back of the broom for Mara to jump on.
And I will hop on.
Okay.
And I'll take off after the other two.
So, as you're now running through a forest where the roots are trying to trip you up, let's make another dexterity saving throw at disadvantage because you're moving quickly.
Ooh. Six.
Truth, if you could just make one as a standard, because I'd say up in the air, you're going to be able to dodge the roots.
Dexterity, yeah?
Yes. How
Bam!
did you get?
Yeah.
11.
Bam! 6.
Surprisingly, that was the least painful of them. An area of moss, perhaps. Just 1 point of bludgeoning damage as you both hit the floor.
Whoosh, 21.
I will say,
Easy.
I
Yeah.
will say, thanks, moss buddy. And again, try and rip myself out.
Yeah, every time Longboard goes down, there's a snicker from Mara.
Oh, Longboard's just ignoring that, that's fine. Strength check to get out, 23.
I'm noticing a pattern here. Low dex, high strength.
Yeah.
Same for me. 23 to get out.
You know, keep running after the two cowards on the broom.
Oh, so those two have just swept in. A couple of vines have tried to swat at them, but Truth's mastery of the broom is easily keeping her moving around. Sorry, I assumed female there, Jay, just as normal. Is that right?
Yeah.
Cool. So we'll just, you can start to see as the pair of you big guys are are trying to stride through, you can start to see where the trees sort of just the colour changes, and Longboard, you can sense there's a slight change in the trees up ahead. Just do a quick intelligence check for me, or nature check, whichever's probably.
Nature check. Nice, 22.
Yeah, so the trees that have been attacking you give this certain sense, and the trees beyond this point that you can see up ahead just seem less animated. You feel that you might be coming to the edge of this particular section. But the two of you on the ground, let's just make one last dex save.
Oh, you had to, didn't you?
Yep,
At disadvantage again?
yep. If you're sprinting, then yes.
Oh!
BAM!
Bam!
One more point. Good one, D6.
Some aggressive moss.
That is some. Well, the moss is
Moss is friendly, man.
it's cushioning the blow as they land.
And again, I'm like, cheers, Moss, bro.
Oh, dear. This time I only got a 9 on the strength check.
I got 19.
Okay, well, the 19, again, no problem. You just managed to prise and slip out. Jurgen, however, the roots that are gripping you to the ground feel like they're trying to pierce, and they're sort of just convulsing a little bit.
Ooh.
And you feel it start to burn, and you take 5 points of acid damage.
Wow.
I will try and pull Jurgen out.
Yeah, give it a strength.
6.
Wow.
That didn't
No
go well
help.
at all. I rolled a
as
2.
Instead of pulling him out, you hug him.
Yeah, I'm like,
Can I
dude,
try to
relax. It's
Yeah,
easier if you
Jurgen,
relax.
try again to break out.
Oh, no, that's a 10.
Right, if you're both doing it, Longboard, if you're assisting, if you roll a strength check as well.
That's natural 20 for 24.
Oh, okay.
See, relax, man. It's all good.
That hurt. I've stopped doing that. I've got
Look,
to touch
if we
the
get-
billboards.
Up, a little way ahead. The trees are like more friendly.
Let's
So,
go there then.
yeah, so I'll just take off, start running.
As you continue to move, there's a few more lashes at you, but you manage to avoid them and get through to this. Well, it's a bit of a clearing, actually. There's a few trees spotted around, but there's a little bit of grass, and it just looks a bit calmer. And Longboard, you can just feel that this is a less angry part of the woods.
This is like much better. The vibes are better here. We need to find out whoever did that to those trees and give them a seriously stern talking to.
I'll bash their bloody head in.
Or that, man. Whichever is easiest, you know.
It would make sense that it was a witch.
Yeah. It wasn't you, was it? Because you're like a witch, aren't you?
No, it was not me.
Okay. That's
But
cool.
I am a witch.
That's
That
cool.
she may be fiendish. She's not the one responsible for this.
Was it you? You don't like trees, man. Maybe it was you.
I would not control the trees to trip me.
That's a very good point. Well made.
And then as soon as I get low enough to the ground, won't even, without even Truth stopping, I'll just hop off the broom.
Cool. How quickly were you moving at the time?
Once we were out of the bad trees, I'd probably slow down to my usual kind of gentle floating.
Well, if you're going sort of walking pace, then there's no problem just hopping off. So now in this new, slightly less dense area, there's grass on the floor where the sun can breach through the canopy of the trees. If a couple of you want to make perception or survival checks,
Sure.
or one at advantage.
I'm making a perception check because
Okay.
I'm having a good look around. And I got a 27.
Has anyone else rolled, or am I rolling?
You roll's fine. I'll be too busy trying to wipe the acid off my skin.
Although,
18.
yeah, with the 27, there was not much needed. Anyone else rolling? But yeah, really clear. You can see a path through this grass that someone has walked relatively recently.
Okay, so I'll just
And it's,
say to the others, well, there's the path, man.
Let's go.
Can I check the tracks, see if they match up with the witch, and see if I can get more of a feeling about what she might be?
from her footprints.
Whether
Not
she's
sure
a size
what
8 or a size 6, you know, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm not sure what more you can really garner from a path through the grass,
Okay.
unless you can describe something that would.
Well, I mean, depending on whether the footprints, if she's like wearing shoes or if she's got like clawed feet or anything like that.
Okay, make an investigation check.
12, though I do get advantage if, again, Fey Fiend or Undead.
Not Fey Fiend or Undead, I'm afraid. But with a 12, you can fairly easily make out that she's wearing shoes of some description. And the
Is there drag marks of the girl that she's with, or?
No, just the footprints. And a leisurely pace. The tracks aren't spread far apart enough to look like she was running.
I think she thinks she is not being followed, but I cannot see signs of the girl she has taken being dragged. So one would assume she's strong enough to carry this child.
Let's go.
Amble off, following the rest of them.
Yep, stalking along as well.
Okay. So as you walk across this bit of a clearing, you begin to come to the other side of it. If someone else could roll a d6 for me.
Sure. 6.
Re-roll, please.
5.
5.
4, 3.
2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Thunderbirds are go.
Thunderbirds are go. Okay. So, Longboard, you'd pick up on this immediately as you get to the new tree line from the edge of this clearing. You can see the type of plant life in this area has changed. It is very fungal centric, this particular area.
Dude, mushrooms. Cool.
There are trees, but most of the bark has got this fungus growing up it. There are toadstools on the ground. If you could make a nature check for me, we'll see if you know.
I also.
If you want to, you may.
Natural 20 for 26.
16.
Any of these edible? I'm hungry.
Dude, probably not good to eat.
It's
Toadstools, man.
They will
Some of-
probably either kill you or make you hallucinate.
Well, that one does make you hallucinate. That one will kill you. And, like, just leave them alone. Don't touch that one. Ever. This one's cool, though. I'll just pick one up and go, yeah, you can eat that one.
So, between the pair of you, particularly Longboard with the natural 20, you know that this is going to be a difficult area to traverse. The mushrooms on the floor and the fungus growing up the tree are defensive of their area. This is something you might have seen before. Disturbing them may release spores, which will make you die or hallucinate, as stated. So between you, I'd like you all to offer some way in which you can help the group, and yourselves obviously, get through this area. Give me a skill and a description of how you can help to traverse through this area.
Oh.
Well, I'm quite stealthy, so I'm going to see if I can slip through without disturbing anything.
Okay.
Oh.
I'd like to use my nature skills and my knowledge of plant life to know where to step, on which mosses and fungus won't release spores on contact, and advise people which trees they can lean on and which ones they can't.
I'm going to use my investigation to try and find the path that the person we're chasing would have taken through this area.
Excellent.
I'd like to try and use my superior athletic skill to only tread where Longboard has trodden, because he's the same sort of size as I am, and if he knows which ones are good and bad, I want to just be behind him and only step where he steps and only touch what he touches.
No pressure on me then.
Nope.
Well, I think between the four of you, that's a good particular set of skills that you're bringing to this particular challenge. If you could all roll your specific skills, we'll see how we do.
Natural 19 for 27.
Fantastic.
I am the knight.
You are the knight.
I got 19.
19.
23.
Okay.
21.
And truth, right. Right, scene skipped. So between you utilizing all of your skills that you've accrued through your adventures, you work as a complete unit, bypassing any particular area that might be dangerous, stealthing through so that the spores don't even know that you're there, and knowing exactly where to tread and following exactly where people are telling you where to tread, as well as knowing the general area, knowing the floor and the layout. You all slip through seamlessly, and the mushrooms begin to disappear behind you as you get through this area, following pretty much the exact path that you suspect the witch has taken through this area. And as you do so, you come through the final little few steps, and as you can see, as you're approaching up to it, you are emerging towards a swamp.
Ooh.
Nice. Can we just have a quick 5-minute break? Is that all right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Then I've got some bread to mess with.
Fresh the coffee then.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll just put the stream on. Break time? Okay, welcome back.
Welcome back. So, as you make it through the spore-infested area of the woods, you come to the shoreline of a swamp. The swamp seems to extend far. It is distant, and in that distance, you see a fog up ahead, through which you can't see. The immediate ground, you can see a fairly prominent boot print in the wet mud in front of you, telling you that someone's been through here.
So does the direction of this footprint lead into the swamp and into the fog?
It does.
Okay.
But the fog's a little way ahead yet, but
Okay.
yes.
How high does this fog extend, Truth?
I'll fly up a little bit to get a view over this section of swamp.
Okay. Are you flying up over the tree line?
Yeah, flying up over the tree line to get a look out
Okay.
across.
From that, or just give me a quick perception check. See how much.
4.
See, 4. There are trees that go on for a while. There is definitely fog in that tree patch, but you can't really make out. It's let's say it's a murky day and you can't quite see a full distance.
Okay, so if Jurgen can see a boot print, he's just going to carry on going in that direction.
Fly back down and say, I cannot see the full extent of the fog.
The swamp itself is water. There are occasional mounds of land as it pokes out through the water. Jürgen, if you're just ploughing into the water.
Oh yeah, whichever direction the footprint was going, I'll just carry on like that.
I'm going to try and leap from mound to mound if it's feasible.
It's a good sort of 15, 20 feet between mounds. They're very sporadically placed.
Okay,
I'm
so
just
I
gonna-
have to get in the water then.
So you have to. Sorry, no.
Did you want like a carry, or would you prefer to go on the broom again? I can pick you up if that's not too offensive for you.
It's fine, I just don't like being wet and cold.
Dude, water is the best place to be, especially on a sunny day with the waves crashing. You're on that coasting line. And you see
While I
this-
can appreciate the ocean, this is dark and dirty, muddy water.
Yeah, it's good.
but it's
The,
still nature, man. It's all good. And
the
I'll just pick her up
water,
so
the
that she's
water
out of the
matches your
water.
soul, Mara.
You may do a strength check to pick her up.
You're picking her up.
Yeah, 18.
Cool. Are you resisting that?
She'll probably do it like a big sigh, but go with it.
Just basically
Because
pick her
her
up by her
dislike of
armour.
water and her dislike of your longboard are sort of.
How can you dislike your longboard? Longboard's lovely.
Lee.
I'll just
Way
sort
too
of hold her up in
optimistic
front
for
of
her.
me and walk along through
Way
the
too
swamp.
optimistic for her.
Natalie is definitely channeling a cat.
For sure, man.
Well, I've got the claws as well.
I'll just gently drift a few feet above the water level.
And I'll just continue talking to Tamara. Well, I mean, it's okay. I don't mind doing this, but it's up to you, man. If you feel uncomfortable at any time, you just let me know. And I can either put you down, or I'm sure Jurgen would be happy to assist. Or even, if you want to get back on the magic floaty stick. And Longboard sort of sways when he walks, so it's a bit like It's a bit like you feel a bit of like motion sickness from as if you were on a boat.
It's fine for now.
Well, you
Which,
just
which
let me
way
know,
did you
man.
pick her up? Is she facing out?
Yeah,
Or towards
yeah.
you?
I picked her
Okay.
up like from the back, from her shoulders, and just sort of,
I could just imagine you holding her face to face, just talking to her.
oh no, I like to give them so she can look around, man.
That's fair. If a couple of you or one at advantage want to make perception or survival checks,
I'll make a survival check.
I'll say longboard you won't be able to because you've got
Okay.
Amara back in your
Oh,
face.
That
I
roll
will make a perception check.
a
Then.
natural one.
Well, surely she should have it as an advantage because she's up high now.
You can have advantage. That's fine.
22.
Oh
The
yeah.
advantage.
So even with that sway, looking over at the lumps of land poking out the swamp, the swamp itself is probably only 2 or 3 feet deep in water, so it's never coming up too high.
Well, 2 to 3 deep is still like waist height for Mara.
It's still quite for you, yeah. But for the big guys, it's sort of lower
Wading
than
through the
waist height.
shallows, man.
Yeah. But yeah, Mara, looking ahead, seeing these mounds that poke out, you can see the occasional boot print on them, and you can direct the group in sort of following.
There's another print over on that mound. Head for that one.
Oh, okay, man. No worries.
So as you're wading through this, making pretty good time because there's only 2 of you in the water and you're the big strong chaps, so you can sort of push through that knee-high water pretty easily. You can see the fog getting closer. Well, you're getting closer to the fog. The fog doesn't appear to be moving.
Just be cautious when you reapproach that fog. We don't know what kind of trickery that witch has got this time.
Sure. No worries.
As you continue to move, you get to this quite distinct barrier between fog and not fog.
I'm gonna just put you down for a minute, and I'll try and find somewhere that's not water, so like a mound or something. I'll just put Mara on it, and I want to have a look at this fog. Is it natural? Is it
If you
conjured?
look at this barrier.
Okay, so longboard, make a nature check. Truth, in what way?
In
No.
more of a magical sense.
In a magical sense, make an Arcana check then.
I'm going to get my non-magical rapier and poke it into the fog, see if anything happens to it.
Your blade pierces the fog and comes back out unhindered.
Comes out like that Simpsons sketch where the fog is physical and you can eat it.
So Jurgen just looks over at Mara quizzically, wondering why she's poking the fog with a sword.
I got 13 on my nature check.
25 on Arcana.
25 on Arcana. So with the 13 on the nature, it's fog. It's difficult to say it's anything other than fog.
Cool.
The 25 on Arcana, you can tell that the fog is not naturally created. I mean, the distinct barrier is pretty much a clue to that anyway. But the fog itself doesn't appear to be magical. It was just magically created and held in place.
The fog is benign, but
Fog is fog, man.
Just wanted to make sure it wasn't going to
it is
incinerate or dissolve us as soon as we stepped into it.
not here by nature.
I mean,
It has been captured.
have you come across a fog that disintegrates people?
I've come across many things, Longboard.
Wow, that's radical.
It's mostly magical based, but
Cool.
But this one is benign. So,
Okay, let's go.
We might want to tether ourselves to each other so we don't get lost in the fog.
Oh. And Jurgen will take a rope out and tie it around his waist and just pass it back to someone else to do the same.
Do we
Okay,
want
I'll say
like me at the end or at the front?
I think maybe the strong ones at the front and back is a wise idea.
Cool. Okay. And I'll just wait until everybody ties up.
Will you be flying, Truth?
yes. This is what I do.
That's weird. Okay. How are you gonna like be tethered in the middle if you're flying? I don't know how that's gonna work.
I'll take the rope and I'll tie it around the front of the broom in a way that it remains there, that I'm attached to the line, but I can easily just push it and shove the rope off to detach myself if I need to. And I'll
Cool.
just kind of hold my hands to keep the rope on the broom.
I will take the end of the rope and tie it around my waist.
Cool. How long's a rope? Is it 50 or 60 feet?
Yeah,
Usually 50 feet.
50 feet.
I mean, how long is a piece of rope? Like,
It's 50
It's
feet.
one of those age-old questions. You've each got over 10 feet. You've got what, 12.5 feet of rope between you. That's enough to tie it around some people or to lightly wrap it round. You'll have to fly very carefully as to not move too far away from the group. But as you head into this fog, your vision is almost completely impaired. You can barely even see the water beneath you. Truth, you wouldn't be able to see the water. You're flying completely blind just on the tension of the rope that is around you. But you've flown your broom for a long time. You've got very good control over it. Hopefully, right?
Yeah. I'm a professional witch, of course I do.
Who's the one with the hat, though?
I don't have a hat because of the horns and the bow.
You can poke the horns through. So you begin to slowly move through, but you've lost sight of any footprints, boot prints. You've also noticed the further you've moved through this swamp, and you're only really noticing it now that your vision is impaired, your hearing becomes more prominent to you, and you realize that you don't hear any wildlife here. When you're at the back at the edge of the swamp, you could hear frogs croaking and birds up in the trees. But now that you're in the fog, there's nothing. You can just hear the sloshing of water as you push it, as you move.
I'll just keep going until I hear something or see something or someone tells me otherwise.
Looking around, I'll occasionally ping detect magic to see if I can see any traces.
If you got that as an invocation,
Yeah, I've got the invocation for it.
cool.
It's, Eldritch Sight.
Cool. So you're occasionally pinging that, and other than the fog itself, the origins of the fog, which is only faint, which you'd suspect it was conjured a long time ago, and it's just sat here. Jurgen keeps moving. The rest of you are tethered to him, so you keep moving.
Yeah. And at the back, I'm playing with the fog. Just like, just swirling my hand through it, creating waves.
Cool.
Just generally having a brilliant time.
Assuming Mara is the water still quite deep in this section.
Yeah, it's still 2 to 3 feet.
Yeah, Mara's not happy.
So if someone wants to give me a survival check,
I suppose that would be me as I'm at the front.
probably, yeah.
That's a massive 7.
You keep walking.
Yep.
Nothing sticks out to you. You keep walking.
Can we see anything above us, or is it just more fog?
Just fog.
Okay.
And it is dingy and dark and wet and horrible, and it's that awful autumnal day where it's just sort of wet. It's not raining, but it's just sort of wet and murky and horrible, and you sometimes feel that something brushes your leg, but did it really? And you just keep walking. Yeah,
I'm not a fan of this place.
Dude,
yeah,
look.
make another survival check. I mean, all that said, Longboard is having a great time. This fog
Yeah.
is wonderful.
I'm just Longboard's making sort of like wave crashing noises and
That was a bit better, 12.
12. There's something just on the edge of your brain that you think you should pay attention to. But what's the situation you're in? What might you pay attention to in this situation? It's not coming straight to mind though. So you keep wading.
I'm just realising we've been walking for some time now and nothing's happened. I'm like, dudes, what are we like going the right way? I mean, I know it's all wonderful and beautiful, but weren't we kind of hoping to find this bad person? Are we going the right way?
We
How
are.
can we tell in this infernal fog?
Okay. And I'm just going to sort of listen for other footsteps other than ours. I want to know if there's anything else in the fog now that I'm actually paying attention again. So,
As you stop the group to have this conversation and have a long listen to the silence, make a perception check.
25.
25, man.
25.
So you've stopped and everyone is quiet. There's no more wading. The sloshing of water's gone. Still don't hear anything. But what you do notice is now that you've stopped, you still feel the water moving around you. It's sort
There's
of
a
just
flow.
brushing up against your sort of back left, as if it's moving in a particular direction.
That's weird, man. The water is not stagnant, it's moving. Sort
I'll
of
kind of
to that way.
cast Detect Magic out, and at this point, Flutter will start to kind of flap its wings and kind of flutter around me a little bit, take a look around with me.
Okay. What's the range on Detect Magic?
Detect
I
Magic.
believe it's 30 feet of the caster.
It is,
Within 30 feet of me.
So, same feeling. It's the fog and nothing else at the moment.
I'm going to get Flutter to cast around and look, see what it can see.
Do we want to follow it down, or do we want to follow it back to its source?
That's a good question, man.
I feel like following the direction it's coming from might be more beneficial.
Could be.
Well, that's more in the direction you've come from. If you've been walking in a straight line, it's sort of coming from your back left across to your front right. It's going in that direction. choice.
So, which way do you want me to go?
I think, like, go with the flow, man.
Brilliant.
Sorry, I had to say
That was just perfect situation for
I
that.
had to say that.
You had to. You couldn't have not.
No.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the flow.
What I'm
Jurgen goes with the flow.
also going to do is I'm going to cast See Invisibility,
Ooh, cool.
just because, yeah. And I will cast that at second level.
Okay.
That lasts an hour.
Okay. Good to know.
So if anything is invisible, I will see it.
Yeah. Good work. Okay, so as Jurgen turns sort of 30, 35 degrees to his right and begins to follow the current, you keep traveling and you occasionally stop just to make sure you're still following the current in the right direction and it's still directly behind you, and you keep going, and Truth keeps pinging out detect magics, and there's something. You feel it. It's close. It's right on the edge of that spell, but there's something there.
Is my rapier tingling or?
No.
I'll keep re-upping detect magic, looking around.
You are a bat pinging out sonar waves,
Yeah.
Yep.
and you can feel it, and you can sort of just tell Jurgen just to tweak ever so slightly
As you say,
as that current just continues to sort of get slightly stronger.
And
It
still
says bats.
nothing invisible. Not even
Still
invisible
nothing
bats.
invisible.
Invisibats.
And then as you continue to wade through the fog pierces just rock.
Is there any
There is
sound of if the current's getting stronger? Is there a sort of any water rushing sounds, water hitting things? What I'm saying is I don't want to walk off the edge of a waterfall.
so thank you for that prompt, because yes, funnily enough, you can hear this gushing of water now as you've been heading towards. There is gushing water.
I mean, let's just chill, man. I can hear the water. Is it sort of? Is it a waterfall, or is it just because it's being hemmed in by rock?
Make a perception check then. We'll see how good your hearing is.
Perception check 18.
18? Yeah, cool. So as you kind of come up to the rock and you're listening out very carefully, the closer you get to the rock, you can feel that the water kind of splits, and the rock that you're coming to is forcing the water. You can probably just about make out the top of the rock. It's just sort of a dome, and it's sort of rounded on the side that you're at, and the water's going around. But over the other side, you can hear this gushing.
Cool.
Where's this magic?
I think we should stop for just now, man. Truth, could you fly up to the top of the rock to see what's the other side? Because it sounds like rapids, man, or a waterfall or something violent.
I will unhook the rope, hold the knot down for someone to take. Have Flutter land at the back of my head again, to fly up the rock and investigate.
Okay, you fly directly up to the top of the rock, and what you can, or a little bit past, because you can see that this is indeed a curved rock that domes over the top, but on the other side, that is where the water is flowing around this rock, and then it is all being drawn to this spot, and and falling in to something that is beneath this rock. And there's a large opening on the other side where the water is all just happily falling into.
Does it look like a large enough opening for people to go through?
Yes.
Okay, I'll ping a detect magic just to make sure.
Okay. You can feel that there's something here. There's a little bit of... Does detect magic give you the school of magic?
Yes, I believe it does.
There's just a slight abjuration feel to this, particularly to the entrance.
I'll fly back over to them. There's a cave entrance. I cannot get a consistent accent today. On the other side of the rock. It is warded by magic. Abjuration. So
Ward-
it must be
It's abjuration.
Protective.
magic to protect, to keep things away. It could be shields, or it could be some form of rune that may explode. Without seeing it, I don't know.
Let's
The water flows in there.
okay.
Very well.
Let's start making working his way around the rock then to have a look.
Sure, I'll follow.
So, using the rock as a guide and moving round, the flow of the water is getting stronger, but it's certainly not enough to take you off your feet and knock you in. So you can comfortably move round to to the entrance of this, whatever it is. Still nothing invisible.
Any wet footprints or anything like that on any of the rocks?
Well, the rock just sticks straight out of the water. There's no lumpy mounds nearby. The rock just sticks straight out. It's all water. There's no footprints to be seen.
Any wet hand marks on the rock? Or muddy hand marks on the rock? Or anything like that?
Make a perception check then. That's it.
22.
22, cool, yeah. Thinking about it, you kind of scan the entirety of that, and on that left-hand side is a handprint of wet or muddy. It's certainly slightly darker rock forming what looks like a hand.
There, some kind of handprint. Looks. I assume it's still fairly wet.
Yeah, a little bit. Enough for you to see.
Probably fairly fresh, considering it's still damp.
Carry on.
How the entrance? How is it? Just a drop, or does the cave go back? You said the water falls into it.
Yes. It looks like a drop. It's a sheer drop.
Can we see the bottom, or is it obscured by fog?
It is kind of obscured by the fog. The water itself, kind of, as it falls in, covers most of the area of the hole that it's falling into. And it looks pretty dark, though I know you've got pretty good eyes in the dark.
Pretty good, yeah.
I do not. But my sword is still lit, so there's a little bit of light from that.
So we jump in.
Cool. And Longboard is going to do exactly what he got his name for. I'm going to fall forward into the rushing water and just body surf all the way down. Ooh, hello. Ooh, I say.
I'm being outwitched.
Ooh.
Sorry. Like, you can't see because I'm all black.
as we're all tied together, I think we're going to follow Longboard.
Well, I'm not tied back. I'm just gonna drift down with you.
Question is though, can I stand on Longboard's back and ride him like a surfboard?
I mean,
Longboard becomes the longboard.
I am. That's how I got my name, dude. Somebody saw me doing this and thought I was a longboard. So I'm just going to body surf into the cave.
Okay.
And as we're all tied to him still, we have to follow, apart from
Yeah.
Truth, of course.
Truth is not attached at the moment, no.
Sliding in after.
So you go through and you ride for a brief second before going straight down with the water. Jurgen and Mara attached, falling together, and you fall, and then you splash as you hit a deep pool of water that has been gathering with this waterfall.
Oh, dude, that was so cool.
Little warning before you do that next time.
Oh,
Since
yeah,
we were
I
attached to you and
totally
all.
forgot the rope thing. Apologies. I get excited when there's, surfing.
Is there still fog down here, or can we see? Okay.
No fog down here. As you surface, those that can see in the dark, which I think is Longboard and Jurgen.
Yeah, I can't.
I can.
You can, okay. So it's just
Well,
Mara
60 feet.
in the dark.
Again,
no, I
my
can't.
sword is lit up a little bit, so.
I don't have dark vision.
Do you know?
Yes,
Someone
you
got-
do. If you're a Twilight cleric.
Yeah,
you're gonna
Twilight
need
clerics would do.
Yeah,
we got
you
300 feet of dark vision. off.
300 feet, yeah.
Oh, why is it not saying that then?
Should say under your senses.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
can see
yeah.
it there.
Dark vision.
Yeah, that's why I picked you out as having specifically good dark vision.
It's not.
Or eyes in the
Oh,
dark.
hang on.
I can't see in the dark.
Class features.
Jurgen can't.
Yeah, my
Right.
weapon's shedding out a bright light to a radius of 20 feet, so.
Okay, that's
Dude, turn that down.
it's like
I still can't see it. It's weird.
Look under your features for Eyes of the Night.
Longboard's like he's got night vision goggles on and
Oh yeah,
Mara's
sorry.
shining a torch at him.
Because it was a. I can share it as well. Cool.
And yeah,
I can, yeah. Up to 5 willing creatures.
man, Twilight clerics are OP.
So, I will send out my Eyes of the Night so that everybody can see 300 feet in the dark.
Oh, that's... Yeah, that is good.
It lasts an hour.
Impressive.
Dude, surfing is my thing. Also, the edge of night. You know, when you surf on that twilight.
I don't think I've ever seen so far in the dark.
It's quite cool. And I'll just sort of look around and see what's about.
Doing the same.
So, all of you now, as you can all see impeccably in this dark cavern,
I have
What?
dark vision.
everyone's got dark vision now.
Everyone's got super dark vision.
what you've dropped into is a reasonably large cavern, maybe 80 feet across. The first 20 or 30 feet of that is this large pool that you've dropped into. So then there's sort of 50 feet where you can climb up onto just a rocky surface, and there's nothing here. Well, there is a girl stood there, but there's nothing else.
Okay, I'll head towards the shore and climb up.
Is my see invisibility still up, or would that hour have passed?
No. It is still up, but there's nothing invisible that you're picking out.
Cool.
Is my radio sensors tingling?
Not really. No.
I will
No, it's not.
swim. Say, look, let's go see I'll swim towards where the girl is standing.
Is this the same girl we saw being taken by the witch?
It looks like it, yes.
I will glide over the water towards her, popping a detect magic to be cautious.
Let me see. Don't make sure I miss anything. So you're sticking out a detect magic. Mara, you've also been doing something to detect Fey Fiends or undead, haven't you?
Yeah, well, that's part of my whole thing. Is I'm a lean, mean, detecting fey feed and undead machine.
Is that just innate? Can you just detect that, or do you have to specifically do something? There's no point in me asking that, because now that I've asked that, you're definitely going to do that.
Well, it's just I get advantage on tracking them and recalling information about them. So
Right. Okay.
I think it's less about sensing them, but I can kind of maybe get a feel of if it is from what I'm tracking.
It would be under the Hunter's Bane feature on Blood Hunter.
Okay. With your detect magic, you look up and you see this girl just sort of stood there. She's just stood, but kind of limply, head just sort of looking down at the floor. And as you ping out another detect magic, you're getting a necromancy feel from her.
I'll kind of, once I get that feel, I'll kind of back away a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going to just head straight towards her
Yep, same.
because he doesn't feel anything apart
With caution.
from the girl we're looking for.
With caution.
So I'll pull myself out of the water.
Necromancy.
And on that, I'm going to light up my other sword. This time with my Rite of the Storm.
Okay.
So, hey.
And of course, do another 6 points of damage to myself.
So, hey. Your mom sent us to find you, rescue you from the witch. So,
Be careful, longboards.
what? Oh,
There's necromancy
okay.
around.
There's nothing wrong with
Something
necromancers.
is
They, again,
Not right
are
here.
that they do their thing, we do our thing. You know, it's all good.
There's something not right here.
And
Yeah,
I'm just going to cast a bit around to see if I can see anybody else in this area.
Okay. Do a quick perception check then. Longboard, as you've approached and started talking to her, she raises her head, and you can just see these dead eyes.
Natural
Oh.
20 for 21.
Excellent. There is just an empty cavern, a big pool of water, and one dead girl stood in the middle of it.
She is dead.
And how are you, like, always dead, or are you recently dead? Because you never know. I'll turn around. You never know, guys. She may have been a dead person before she was taken.
So as you talk to her and she's lifted her head to look at you, a voice comes out of her mouth. But it's an old, cackly voice, not belonging to a young girl such as this. Thank you. I've lost my witch voice.
Capital machine. Yeah.
Yeah. Comes this voice. And she says, "Thank you for obliging in following me here. My plans for the town would not have been quite so easy with you hero types there. Now enjoy your watery grave."
Oh, I don't think this is the girl. She seems a little flaky.
And then she says that the body just drops to the floor, unanimated. Inanimated? Deanimated. One of those.
All three, why not?
And the water that was flowing in at a constant rate just begins to rise and it's thrashing in now.
Cool.
And you feel the water as it's lapping up over this rock side. You feel it touching your feet. It's rising quick.
Cool.
Oh
Look,
dear.
it's okay, guys, because like when the water reaches the top, we can just swim out. Problem solved.
Pick me up, please.
Sweep down to kind of collect Mara. Then I suggest we start swimming. And I'll fly out of the cavern with Mara on broom.
You can get so far, but the entrance where it comes in is only as big as a person, and that is just a torrent of water now. You can't fly out.
Oops.
When we get up to a certain point, can I try leaping up to see if I can grab a hold of the rock?
Well, it's yeah, we'll get to that point when it's getting further up.
I'm just taking lessons from longboarding, floating at the moment.
Yeah, dude. You just relax and let the water take you. Yeah. You just chill. And you
Dark,
can look
just-
like the bubbles, because of you see where the water's coming down, creates this kind of bubbliness. You just float and just like expand your fur. And it's all good.
This is good. I like this.
Yeah, man.
Quite pleasant.
There's no clean way out. The water's
Dude,
down
it's fine.
the entrance.
Physics tells us, man. The water will raise to the top. We can swim out.
But in the meantime, whatever
We
that
just
witch
wait,
has been doing, she might have gone back to the village to rain chaos.
Yeah, but we can't really do anything about that right now. All we can do is enjoy the moment, man.
I am not enjoying this moment.
You are far too calm for this
Hey.
situation.
There's no point in getting angry, man. You can just enjoy the moment and move on.
Has anyone got heavy armor on?
No.
Despite your floatiness, it's a little difficult to stay on that.
It's fine.
And the nature of the water gushing in, it's pulling you towards that torrent as well.
Cool.
You have to occasionally paddle your
That's
way
fine.
back out to the open space.
I just like big, long, lazy strokes to get myself out of the waterfall, and then just sort of like drift back in, and then swim back out and drift back in. I'm quite happy. I'd do this all day.
Is there any other exits?
Make a perception check.
15.
15. Okay. You cast around. You can't see any other exits, but as you look up towards where this water is just gushing down, you see a crack of light in the roof of the cavern, as if there's just a slight crack
I'll
leading,
fly up to it.
so you can see the outside. Yeah, you can see that the wall of this, the roof of this, the bit jutting out of the swamp, is not very thick.
I'm going to fly back down and kind of pull out from my side this large ornate rod that's just kind of covered in butterflies, and I'll swing around and I'll just cast two Eldritch blasts up into the roof to try and smash it.
Okay, roll some damage. You don't have to hit. It's a
Dude,
static piece of rock.
that
So
was kind of
first one.
dangerous, man.
I'd like to think that Jurgen's just lying on his back, floating, just taking mouthfuls of water and scooting him up in the air like a whale.
Oh yeah, man, I approve.
We are not approaching the situation with the grave seriousness that it deserves. It's 9 on the first lot of damage and 12 on the second lot.
Okay. You cast your Eldritch Blast, it goes whack whack, and there's crumbles from the roof of this cavern. Seems promising.
I will continue to just kind of barrage it and kind of break.
Oh, very well.
Roof.
And I'll do a Sacred Flame up as well.
Okay.
Do you need me to roll to hit or just damage?
Sacred Flame is a saving throw.
Yeah. Can't really see the cavern
of course
roof
it is,
doing
yeah.
saving
Sorry.
throw.
Yeah, okay. Just give me some damage.
Yeah, the cave just goes whoop.
Yeah.
9 points. And that's a cantrip, so I could just keep doing it.
Yeah. Okay. So as the water rises and you're getting closer and closer, the two of you are just casting and casting, and this rock is shaking and crumbling, and you're just butting up to it. You've got a little bit of breathing space now as the water's still pushing down and pushing you in.
Jurgen,
Yep. It will break
hit,
soon.
hit
What
the...
kind of weapon does Jurgen have?
A big maul.
Okay. I am going to fly down to the water and say,
There's
There's
no
no
room
space.
to fly. There's no room to fly. You're in the water now. There's about this much space between the roof and the water level.
I'll start bashing it with my hammer now I'm close enough to hit it.
still barraging it as well.
Yep, still Sacred Flame.
Okay, the three of you, give me some damages then.
I'll just total it.
That's an 8.
Yeah.
Oh, that was brilliant. 8.
24.
Nice. It's
Oh, I
looking
did two
really
attacks, so I'll do another one. There we go.
good.
And that was 15, so it's 23.
I got a 13 on that one.
It's nearly there, but you're underwater. You're holding your breath. Mara, you're probably panicking at this point because you can't really do much to help. A rapier is not going to hurt Rock, and you can hold your breath the least of this group. And you just got to hold your breath and hope that they can just punch through. Give me another round.
I'm going to take a
16.
mouthful. I'm going to take a mouthful of water to cast it because it's a verbal spell.
Right.
18 in total.
Yeah, so it's mine. I'm like... boom, 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 boom.
Blimey.
So I got max damage. I don't know if you heard that. 16.
27.
27 on the Eldritch Blast.
2d10 plus 10.
Swinging a mace underwater, you're moving
I'll
slow. You're doing half the damage that you would. But even with that,
Yeah.
it just the three of you almost hit this thing simultaneously with your attacks, and the roof of this cavern just explodes, and the water just seems to sort of settle
I
as
have
it's still sort of
immediately
moving.
fly out of the water surface to catch my breath.
I'll just reach back for Mara and just like pull her out of the water.
Mara's still on the back of the broom.
Is she? I thought she'd get off the broom.
I
I was
don't know
gonna-
what's going on while everything was.
I was going to drop her off to get Jurgen to hit the roof, but the water was already at the roof.
Oh, okay, cool. So I'll just pull myself out. Stand up.
The witch is going to die.
That was easy. We're through. We're okay.
So, we need to go back to the village.
Apparently so, man.
Should make our way there. Hopefully we
Has the body
dry
of
off.
the mayor's daughter floated up to the surface at all?
It has, yeah, it is
Okay.
around.
And I'm assuming it's been too long dead for me to cast Spare the Dying. I mean, I'll try it anyway. I'll Spare the Dying on it.
Yeah, spare the dying. You try and channel your your energy into it, and nothing happens.
Okay.
Is the fog still about, or is that cleared?
As you pull yourselves onto one of these muddy mounds to get onto some form of dry land, shake off your clothes, dog style.
Yeah.
The noise of the water, that cacophony of the water, just dies down, and as you look up and cast your eye around, you see the fog just begin to dissipate. It's not completely unobscuring you. Words. You still difficult to see through, but with enough time, you think it will fade completely.
There's no signs of any other structures or any other places she could be hiding around this area.
Make a perception check at disadvantage. The fog is still around.
Dog on stream.
Dog on stream.
15 at disadvantage.
No, it's not bad. So you have a little look around, squinting through the fog, not seeing any buildings.
I've still got the dark vision as well.
Yeah,
so-
you do.
Yeah.
It lasts for an hour, so.
You're not seeing any other buildings or structures where she might be hiding. The message cast through the girl was suggesting she was heading back to the town, or maybe never left the town. But what you do see with your 15 is another of these mounds slightly further off, where you've got a boot print facing as if the boot was coming towards you. Probably a boot print left by the witch on one of her trips here. That might point you the way back.
Yeah,
I think she fled in this direction.
so we're going upstream, man. Against the flow. But it's okay.
Go head off striding purposefully back the way we came. Or not back the way we came, but follow the opposite direction of those boot prints.
I will follow.
So you can track those. By the time you get to the edge of where the fog started, it's almost completely gone now. You push through, and you keep going through the swamp. The noise of wildlife begins to reappear in the area, and it sounds familiar from the way you came. You get back to the edge of the swamp, and you travel into where you'd originally found the mushroom,
Fungi.
the fungi. Longboard, make a quick nature check, or two of you, if anyone else wants to.
Sure.
Let's check. That's a 17.
13.
So the mushrooms were sort of upright and ready when you first came through, meaning you needed to traverse very carefully. They seem to have just sort of wilted for now. And you think you might be able to just stride straight through.
Somebody messed with the mushrooms, man. That's really sad, but it does mean that you don't have to be as careful as we were on the way in. So, stride on.
I will stride on.
Right on through to the other side, and you do so, and then you go through that clearing, the grass, and then you get to the withered roots and vines that had attacked you when you first come into the forest, and you apprehensively step in and nothing happens. There isn't that swell that you felt the first time, so you continue through. And what took you 3 or 4 hours to get to the centre of that swamp has taken you an hour and a half to get back. Those defences that the witch had left just passed aside as you make your way back to the town. You get to the edge of the tree line, looking down this slope to the town. The town itself has got just this purple glow fog to it. And there's a smell of death that pierces the nostrils.
Time to break some skulls.
Pierce some hearts.
Okay.
At this point, Mara's got both of her rapiers out and she is pissed off.
You're probably mostly dry by now.
Yeah, I'm going to take my shield off my back and sort of strap it to my arm. Get my huge morning star out. Go, well, I guess we gotta go find the bad dude, right?
Yeah.
Indeed.
Cool. Let's do it.
So you head down the slope to the edge of the town.
Yep.
And you see bodies just strewn through the streets, most of which laying face down, facing out of the town as if they were struck down while running away. And as you make your way through the cadaver-infested streets, you get to an opening in an alley where you can see the town square. Flying above the gazebo where you'd originally saw the mayor on a broomstick of her very own.
Copycat.
Which beneath the town square is littered with corpses. You don't see anyone alive.
As I'm going, I'm just like spare the dying on, because again it's a cantrip, so I'm like
Yeah.
trying to save as many people as possible.
All shush. You keep trying and you keep hoping that someone is still close enough to the living world that you can bring them back, but nobody moves.
Okay. You see Longboard's getting a little bit more annoyed with each failure.
As we get closer and closer to the gazebo, Flutter starts flapping and flying around me, occasionally landing on the broom, getting ready for a fight.
Bring her down so I can hit her.
So, if I can...
I think it might be a bread check time, I don't know.
Oh, break check time. It is exactly 11:30.
Oh, let me go quickly check.
Yep.
Well, it's going to take a few minutes, so do you want to have
Okay.
a quick break while I do that? While you settle
Yes,
the
please.
bits up? Okay, we'll go to a quick break then.
Martin.
my token.
I will add control to everyone. No.
Cool. Well, welcome
Far
back.
too cute to be an evil witch.
Yeah.
Here's a
Yeah,
tip.
well, it works. She's
Don't-
great.
Don't wear
Oh, that's awesome.
black when messing with
Thank you.
flour.
Yeah. Who's this? That's Chaz.
You found a hat, Natalie.
Yeah.
Did indeed.
James and Mara. Oh, there we go. Yep, yeah, you all should be able to move. So you're kind of coming into the town square from that general area, but feel free to organise yourselves however that might be.
I will probably be at the back,
Oh, I should probably share my screen,
Yes.
shouldn't I? So anyone
so
on
we
the
can see it
stream
on the
should
stream.
see.
And I will focus that. There we go. Might want to change the icons to be name only.
Yes, how do I do that? That's down.
In settings, down the
Settings, scroll down.
Yeah, scroll down a
You can
bit.
even
There you go.
you can even hide that little bar on the right, with the little burger menu bit just next to where it has the chat bubbles. That one.
Yeah, I don't want to zoom in too far. Secrets. But yes, welcome to the cute little witch.
Hey.
She's so cool.
You're still going to die.
Well, yeah, obviously.
The goal.
Okay, so is there anything that you guys want to do? Or are you rushing in to engage? She's currently hovering maybe 10 feet above the top of this gazebo.
Yeah, I will cast. Before we start, I'm going to cast Bless on all of us. So let's just get that up. If I do that at what level are we doing that on? So if I do that at 4th level, that's all 4 of us, isn't it? Oh, we can see. We can,
That didn't work. That didn't work.
No, that didn't work.
Oh, it's I tried to. Yeah, that's fine.
so level.
I was trying to pull the window out to a separate tab, but there we go. Okay, so
Okay.
Bless has been cast.
So I'm going to
you've all
cast
got-
Bless on all of us.
So what does that give us?
It gives you a D4 to
Second
attack
level
rolls and
spell.
saving throws.
Okay.
That's a second level bless.
Yeah, because Bless at level 1 does 3 people, I believe.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, 2nd level. Sorry, not 4th level. New character, who dis? There you go. So yeah, that'll be, everybody is blessed.
Okay, I would like to use bolstering magic to put magical energy into my hammer.
Okay. You do that.
And then I'm just going to running straight towards the witch bitch.
The witch bitch.
I am going to. That's annoying. I don't think I've got any spells I want to necessarily do at the moment.
Okay.
As we're approaching,
Are we rolling initiative or is it just?
we will be.
Yeah,
In
Alright, sorry.
I'm just going to go on initiative. I'm not.
Okay. Cool. So, as you turn the corner, the witch is sat there on a broom, just hovering over this gazebo, hands out, just sort of glaring down at the corpses as these tendrils of purple energy head down towards a number of them. And as you come around the corner ready to fight, let's roll initiative.
Okay.
4 for truth, 10 for
Oh.
flutter. The
Wow,
lack of flutter.
I get advantage on initiative, and I rolled a 4 and a 3.
That's not great.
Superb.
I rolled a 17.
18.
I have a +0 to initiative. Just rolled really high.
So Jürgen was 18,
18.
on board 17,
That's.
So
what's
9
the-
in total for me.
yeah.
9 for Mara. And Truth?
20 for truth, 20 for flutter.
Wow, okay.
You're going first then.
Let's also add.
So it's very convenient. My familiar goes on the exact same turn as me.
Does your familiar have HP, AC?
Yeah, HP 2, AC 15.
Okay. Speed?
Speed is a flying of 40.
Fine.
And my speed's a flying of 50.
And you, your speed of 550, okay. So 1 flutter. Is that 20 total? On initiative.
Yes, 20 total on both of us.
Okay. And the witch is first. Okay. So the witch, in the process of casting this spell, as you turn the corner, completes that spell, raising these zombie creatures that she has. Well, she turns them into corpses, and then turn the corpses into creatures. Wait, that's the one. All of those go on the token layer.
Ooh. Cute zombies as well.
Cute zombies as well.
Oh, that's so cool.
Credit to random person who I stole this from.
Nice.
Credit to Pinterest, I think. Okay, so that was the witch's turn to raise her zombie minions. It's Truth and Flutter.
Okay, so flutter on the end of my broom. We're going to fly kind of up in the air, possibly. I'll fly up a little bit more to get out of reach of the zombies. So then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yes, just in reach. So I will, for my bonus action, I am going to cast Hex on the witch,
Okay.
and she'll have disadvantage on strength ability checks for whilst that's up, and I'm concentrating. And for my action, I'm just going to sling a pair of Eldritch Blasts towards her.
Okay. Do you have a particular colour or icon that I can use for Hex?
For Hex,
Yeah.
I mean, if I don't know what icons you've got on here, let's have a look.
I've stuck a little clawed hand thing in there. As long as we remember.
Is there a
That's
little butterfly one? I seem to remember there being a butterfly one.
Oh, butterfly one.
I mean, the claw will do
Yeah.
for now.
So
It's mostly something I need to take into account for my damage and stuff.
Yeah.
So, first attack, first beam or blast. That's a 28 to hit,
Uh-huh.
which is going to be 11 points of force damage. And the second blast is 19 to hit. No, 20 to hit, sorry.
Yeah, 20 hits.
Spent all night with +8. And that is 6 points of force damage. Oh, and sorry, I completely forgot. 1 point of necrotic damage and 4 points of necrotic damage. I forgot to add my d6 necrotic for hex.
Okay. The necrotic doesn't feel like it does quite as much as it usually does.
Okay, cool. Then I'll just kind of be hovering there, trying to show witch dominance. Like one hand on the broom.
Yeah.
One hand on the broom, Sai Saddle just slinging spells at her.
Witch on witch combat.
Yeah.
Which witch
Okay.
will reign supreme?
Indeed. And Flutter?
Let me see what Flutter can do without me commanding it. Flutter's just gonna turn invisible.
Turn invisible. Cool. Okay. So as you fly up, swing a couple of Eldritch blasts, the zombies which have been slowly getting to their feet appear to do something. Let me roll one of them and one of them. Go in that order. 2. Which one is it? Number 2. Where's number 2? I spoke them out randomly. That was probably a mistake.
Like an advent calendar, a Halloween advent calendar.
In a way. That doesn't help me. 100 feet. Is that even possible?
Oh, crikey. I didn't see all the ones down below.
There's 10 of them.
Yeah. Good. More zombies to hit.
Okay, well, it was aiming for you, but Mara is in the way, so it targets Mara instead. Mara, could you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
Ruby have bless.
With bless.
D4, D4, D4.
Honestly, right from the top, that D4 may save this combat for you.
22.
How much?
20.
22. Yeah, you're okay. This zombie seems to almost like convulse, and this beam just erupts from its mouth. The sickly green beam, but you manage to step aside and it crashes harmlessly into the building beside you. Jürgen,
Yes.
your turn.
Okay. I would like to rage.
Rage!
You
And
may
I
rage.
see Jurgen start to rage. Sort of ghostly, purpley, yellow, red flames explode from his shoulders and his head. And, give me a second. Hold on.
Oh,
What's it gonna be?
what's it gonna be?
I made some flames.
Awesome.
I'm on fire.
That's amazing.
I'd do something. Anyway, so need to rage. Click that, and I need to do wild surge to see what happens. So that's a 7. So flowers and vines temporarily grow around you until your rage ends. The ground within you is difficult terrain for your enemies. Well, that's a bit bloody rubbish. But there you go.
Means they
I'm
can't get
sure
away from you.
Longboard appreciates the nature, man.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
What's the radius around you?
15 feet, I believe. Yeah, 15 feet of radius around me is difficult terrain. And then I will see these zombies. Oh, lovely. We'll go 10, 20, 30 feet to there. And I will smack it with my big hammer.
Okay.
Okay, so I will also do this recklessly. So it's with advantage.
Zombie number 10, please.
So that's with Great Weapon Master as well.
Okay.
So
So
reckless.
you're taking a hit on to hit, but with the increased damage.
Yeah, so that's 15 plus a d4. That's 17 plus a d3. I'll roll that again. I'll roll it again. How come I keep rolling 4s on the one I don't want a 4? A third 4 in a row. A 3. That's 20. Plus 8 is 28. Minus 5 is 23 to hit. God, that's complex maths.
Yeah, you're fine. It's a zombie.
Yeah. So with the Great Weapon Master, I do an extra. Hold on, new character who this? I think it's plus 10 on the damage, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, add 10 to the damage. Okay. So let's take all those out. So it's 2d6. So that's 7 plus 5 is 12 plus 2 is 14 plus 10 is 24 points of bludgeoning damage.
24 points.
If it's still alive, I'll have another shot.
Don't think. I need no. There's no way you can recover from that. So, as you just charge and give this almighty smack, you just buckle this thing in half, and it goes crashing into the building to the right, over there.
And then I'll use my last 10 feet of movement to go there towards the next one. That's my go.
Okay. One sec. Just going to. Cool.
I do get an extra attack for if I kill someone, but I'm not in range of anything, so I can't really hit anything else.
Right. Okay, then, if that's your turn, I'm just going to do that. There we go. Then, zombie number 6, please. That's this one, and he's going for the Furbolg in the corner. If you could make a strength saving throw, please, as this yellow beam erupts from this convulsing zombie.
23.
Okay.
Oh, plus my d4. 26.
Just in case. So this thing just sort of latches onto you, but you just sort of shrug it off, no problem.
Dude,
That's that.
yellow's not my thing.
And then where's my initiative from? It must be Longboard.
Okay. Is it dark? Is it evening time or is it?
It's getting to evening. Yeah,
Okay.
you arrive to the town in the morning, really, and
Okay. So I only ask because I can use Steps of Night if it's dim light or darkness. As a bonus action. So I'm not sure if that's applicable at the moment. It doesn't matter if it's not.
No, I'm just trying to think. Why don't we kind of make it interesting and say it's not quite dim light yet,
Okay.
but maybe in a couple of turns.
Okay. Cool.
Maybe in 12 seconds it will be dim light.
Okay.
Very specific.
I will go. Get to there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna move. To there. I think that's
You just did that so you could play with my vines and flowers, didn't you?
pretty much, yeah. And what I'm gonna do is I will do a guiding bolt at little Miss Witchy Poo over there,
Okay.
which is a +8 to hit. That's 18 to hit.
So as you cast that, she reacts and telekinetically pulls one of the corpses beneath her in front to take the hit.
Oh,
Okay.
There.
So,
Yeah. Corpse shield.
nice.
awesome.
She now has a glowing corpse.
Yes.
Okay. Then, yeah. I will. No, that's my go. I'm fine.
Okay. Mara. No, sorry. Zombie. Oh my god. Keep rolling 2s on those d4s, but number 4. Sorry, it's coming for longboard again. Keep rolling 2s on that. Can you make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Probably not. Very definitely not. 3.
Don't forget your D4.
With my D4. 6.
Could make all the difference.
So 6 saves, right? Cool.
So, as Zombie over there again lurches and splutters this disgusting black ooze, and it just comes screaming straight for Longboard. Not able to avoid it, the necrotic filth that has just latched itself onto you does 57 points of necrotic damage
I'm
to
down.
Holy crap.
I'm down. Dead.
shit.
I think technically, unless that necrotic damage reduces hit point maximum, it can't kill instantly. I never remember.
No.
this.
I'm just saying I'm down.
Yeah.
I've gone down. I'm unconscious.
That's our healer, guys.
Yeah.
I'm a warlock. I don't have any healing.
I don't have
Oh,
any healing.
barbarian, I'm raging. I don't know what to do. I don't do anything but kill people. Whoops.
I don't want that to be the end, because that's just really boring. So
I actually found some potions in our backpacks.
do you all want to take just add a standard healing potion to your inventories? You got one each.
Sure.
Make things a little bit less terrifying.
I think because you'd kept failing on the deck saves earlier on, that took you just down enough for that to.
Yep.
do.
I started at 59. I had 50 coming into this fight. So 57 just hit me. That's
57 would
yeah.
one-shot me as well.
So yeah, I'm
naughty dice.
So
Okay.
I'm just gonna
Well, you will.
Ironically,
damage.
that would have been better hitting me because with my right of the dawn up, I'm resistant to necrotic damage, so I would have taken
Oh,
half
well,
of
it's
that.
fine. Hey, dude, it's all good, man.
Plus, I've got the dex to possibly avoid it too.
At least you fell into a nice bed of vines.
I did, and I'm smelling the roses, man.
So, Mara, you see in front of you, Longboard has just long flop
Are we doing potions as a bonus action, or?
bonus.
Okay, I will. Oh, hang on. It helps if I have the right thingy on. Go 5, 10. Chug my healing potion down Longboard's throat. Was it 2d4 plus 2, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's 7 hit points back.
Lovely, thank you.
And as quick as I got it, it's gone. So that's 10, and then I go 15, 20, 25, because I don't want to stand too close to everybody if they're spitting shit all over the place. And then start stabbing with my rapiers.
So you're going to zombie number 5.
Yes, zombie number 5, please.
Okay, attack away.
So the first one is 18 to hit.
That hit.
And
Don't
it's
forget your
definitely
D4s.
undead.
Oh, actually, you won't have D4s anymore because I was unconscious.
Mm.
The
Okay,
breath
then.
has gone.
That would be 17 to hit then.
Yeah. I think with all your multipliers, I don't think you could possibly fail in hitting a zombie.
Fair enough. And it's undead, so I get an extra d6 with my right at the dawn. Okay, so that's 9 points of magical piercing damage and 3 points of radiant damage. Why am I only rolling 2s and 1s now when I can hit myself with 6s? So that's for the first strike.
Sorry, how much was that?
9 piercing and 3 radiant,
12, there's no,
in case it makes a difference.
no, it doesn't. But...
Okay, fair enough. I will just give you the total for the next time.
Okay.
And then I can't do bonus action attack, so it will just be my second attack, which is 11 to hit.
Still hits. They're basically walking onto your blade. Oh.
And this time it's 12 points. Sorry, I'm just adding it up, and I 12. 19 points of piercing damage. 19 points of damage.
For 19, that's a good hit. Which means it would need to make a con save of 24, which it can't do, so it's dead.
And then I'm just going
You hear
to
a growl from behind you as you just stole the kill for the next one that Jurgen was going for.
You killed one. Back off. I'm just going to go and just sort of growl at whatever's close to her. So probably Jurgen at the moment. And stomp on one of the flowers that's growing.
You bastard.
It's weirdly relaxing not being the edgiest one in the party.
And it's
Okay.
the end of my turn.
Back to the top then.
Hang on,
Okay.
hang on. I did 25, so I've got another 5 feet of movement, I believe. So I'm just going to go this way.
So back to the top of the round, the Necromancer Witch sees you all coming in, and particularly with Truth firing some force damage her way, he's going to turn and try and hit you with with a chill touch. She turns and casts this spectral hand, flies towards you and tries to grab you. If I could find any of the things that I need.
It's a shame that Chill Touch is necrotic and not cold.
Are you resistant to necrotic then?
No, I'm resistant to cold though.
Oh, right. Come on, where's my roller? Oh, there you are. No, I need to roll. God, difficult. 20.
That hits.
Okay. And so as this hand launches out and just grabs you and pumps 18 points of necrotic damage at you. Ow.
That's considerable.
And that's the end of her turn, so it's over to you, Truth and Flutter.
Okay, I'm going to kind of fly back just a little bit over here, staying within 40 feet. So fly there. And I'm going to kind of start whipping up the rod, but then Flutter will kind of release its wings back and then kind of flap them forwards, and this little barb will shoot towards the witch. And Flutter's going to make an attack with my bonus action commanding it to. At the witch. That is a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, your witch needs to make a constitution saving throw.
Does she now?
She does.
No proficiency. That's an 18 for 22.
Damn, succeeds. And takes 1 point of damage.
Good to know.
And I am going to... Let's see. Do I feel like dropping Hex? I feel like I might. Yeah, let's have a little bit more fun here. I'm going to draw up a 30-foot sphere because I'm going to kind of wave my rods and a small bit of purple light will fly out and then bloom. It's not around me, it's around a point. So I cast Sickening Radiance.
Ooh, okay.
So I'll get the circle shape. It's 30-foot one, so that's going to be 5, 10. This is the one of the good things about Roll20 you can do this. 15, 20. I think I'm at 25 now. 25. So a little bit more. Hang on, I've lost the plot. Crap. Hang on. 5, 10, 15. I believe that is a 30-foot radius.
Okay.
And it's going to go, I think, kind of just about there. So everything within that radius needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, so Witch Up rolls a 4 for 8.
Oh, that would have been brilliant earlier.
And the
Zambos.
plus 3. How many in there is there?
There's 3 of them.
Number 4 there gets a 7, so fails. Number 2 gets, oh my god, the rolls, a 6, so fails. And number 8 gets a 15.
Which fails.
Which fails, okay.
So all 4 of them take a point of exhaustion.
Oh,
Nice.
interesting.
And take, let's see, 9, 17, that's a pretty good roll, 24, 30 points of radiant damage as this kind of gloomy purple light just pierces into them.
Okay, so red dots for exhaustion.
I think
third-
the first level of exhaustion is disadvantage on ability checks.
that includes saving throws.
No,
Um,
that's level
no,
3.
just
I just
ability
checked.
checks.
That's higher. It's higher.
Right.
But it will ping again when they start their turn there. So
Oh, okay. 30 points of damage, did you say?
30 points of radiant damage,
Okay, well that
just in case
also,
that makes a difference.
no, but it doesn't matter with the zombies because 30 points of damage is a constitution check they can't make. They all
I'll
die.
just look at the witch and just smile sweetly.
No cackle?
No.
Okay, so anything else?
I'm just gonna back up just a little bit to just kind of make sure I'm not too far away from Longboard, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. So there's...
Got that spell slot. I'm no longer concentrating on Hex, by the way.
Okay, yeah, it's cool. So I need to take that tick off. Where are you? Whoops. Okay. So what have I got? Let's roll them. Fine. So number 1. Okay, Jurgen, please make a dexterity saving throw.
Is it something I can see?
Probably. You're kind of facing the general direction, so yeah.
That's 21.
Yeah, you're okay. As this blue beam comes and tries to grab you, but you skip out the way daintily. Then it's your turn now, Jurgen.
Okay. So Jurgen is going to, seeing that Mara's started stealing his kills, he's going to go the opposite direction.
No, no, no. You hadn't touched that one. It's not a kill still. Shush.
He was heading towards it.
Well, that's because you killed the one that I was going to go for in the first place anyway. So,
All right, children.
horses for courses, James.
Okay, so I'm going to smash this with a hammer. Wretches the great weapon master. So, oh, that's not so good. That's, hold on. Where's me thingy me bob? So that's 18, 19, minus 5 is 14 to hit.
Still hits.
Oh, good. Okay. That's something.
Got an AC of 8.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm not even sure I could claim a natural one would miss them.
Well, a natural one is a critical failure, so I would still say that it fails.
I know the rules, thank you.
20, 25, 27 some bludgeoning damage.
How much? 21.
7. That's a great weapon master does that. Okay, and then I'm going to howl with enjoyment and move my final 10 feet down there towards the next one. And that's my go because I'm out of range of doing anything else for my second attack.
Okay. Then
Actually, not enjoying these vines, I'm going to use my bonus action to get rid of my rage. Okay. Stop raging. Flames back. There we go.
in that case, then so go. Okay. That's truth. Make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Is it against being poisoned?
No.
18.
Okay. You're okay. Beam comes flying off from the one nearest Mara and just zips past you on your broomstick.
Yeah.
Okay, then it's moving on to Longboard.
Whoa!
Prone, but alive.
Whoa! Okay, so Longboard will stand up, sort of dust himself down. Dude, that was rude, man. And I'll use my. Did you say I could have dim light now?
Yeah, let's
Okay.
turn that on or off.
So, what I will do is I'll get up and I will use the rest of my 15 feet of movement to go there. Then I will use my Step of Night as a bonus action and fly a further 30 feet to there, I think it was. Let me just check. I think it was, where was I there? So it would have been, I was trying to get to there, I think that's about right. Yeah. And I will then use my Channel Divinity as my action and do Turn Undead. So
Okay.
any undead within 30 feet of me must make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Cool.
DC is 16.
Okay.
So that would
So-
include Zombie 7, Zombie 8, is it? Sorry, Zombie 9 and the Witch if the Witch is undead.
Okay.
If they fail, depending on their challenge rating, they die.
Right. So, number 7 gets a 16.
So that
I rolled an 18 and a 17. So number 7 gets 16. Number 9 gets a 15
so number 9 fails.
and dies.
It's-
Well,
yeah.
what's the
Sorry.
probability?
Right, destroy dead. It's instantly destroyed. Where am I? I've got 8. So if it's got a challenge rating of 1 or lower,
Yep.
it's instantly destroyed.
Insta death.
Insta death. Okay, so my turn undead. Choose one of those. Yeah. So you say the other one got 16.
Yes.
So yeah, it's fine. So it's not affected. It passes because that's what it needed.
Right. Okay.
And that's my go.
Ooh. Okay.
I was hoping for more failures, but you know.
To be, I rolled an 18 and a 17, and they've got a -2, so there was very little chance I'd succeed with either of them. So. Left. So let's just put one of them. It's 3, so number 1. Going to fire at number 2, which is Longboard. Make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Go on,
That's
Longboard, you can
dexterity.
do it. Oh no.
6.
Oh
Six.
no.
Thankfully, not a damage-dealing zombie. This one,
Okay.
but these blue tendrils just shoot out and wrap around you, and you feel quite slow.
Cast slow on me. Cool.
You have been slowed.
So that's bonus action or action
Yeah.
and half movement and anything. And no reactions. Okay, cool. Swell. Let's just
Speed halved, yeah. Can't take reactions. Either action or bonus action, not both. Can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns. Ending the spell. Okay, so Mara.
Cool. I put a little snail on me.
Perfect.
Okay, I'm going to go 5, 10, 15 to zombie number 7 and start poking away. So first attack is 14 to hit.
Yep.
I'm going to re-roll that because I can, because I'm Piercer. And I got exactly the same. Fantastic. So that's 13 points of damage with the first attack. Second attack is a 22 to hit.
Yaha.
That's a bit better. 18 points of damage with the second attack.
Okay.
Is it
So.
still up?
Say again?
Is it still up?
We'll see. It tries to go down. How much damage did you do?
12 and 18.
30.
Well, it's only the hit that kills it that
All
Yeah.
right.
matters.
18 then.
18.
18. So I need to make 22. Couldn't have. Well, I got close. I rolled a 20 on the Constitution, but needed a 23. So Zombie 7 also dies. Not one of them has survived being hit. What's the point in you zombies?
Entertainment.
I suppose so.
And then with my bonus action, I do. Dun. Nope, that's it for now.
Okay. It is then the witch's turn.
On
Jake.
save, please.
Con save. Con save. 20.
Fine. No damage on half. No half on a success, so which is fine.
So is Sickening Radiance just there? Is that concentration?
It just remains there. It's concentration. The witch remains with exhaustion, and I forgot to mention they emit light in a 5-foot radius, preventing them from turning invisible.
Okay.
So, but yeah, otherwise, just the witch's turn.
Is there anything visible with the spell? So would the witch know to move it out of a certain area, or is it just...
Yeah, I believe. Hang on. Yeah, it's the spell itself is a dim greenish light, but I'm slightly adjusting it to be a dim purplish light
Cool.
within that 30-foot radius, so it is visible as a spell.
Right, okay. Well, first thing you'll do on her turn is... She's got flying while she's on her broom. She's going to come over here. There. And she is going to fire a thingy-madeal at Jürgen.
Bring it.
That That's an 18 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
I didn't think that would.
I've only got an AC of 16.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, let's just roll it here.
Do I have the highest AC then?
Probably not. I think I do.
What's yours?
18.
I think it's the same.
That's the same.
And Jürgen, that's 22 points of necrotic damage.
You will pay for that, witch.
And you can't regain health until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
That's going to be a good one, but that's her. So Truth and Flutter.
Okay. I'm going to fly on down to kind of slightly beside Jürgen. I believe it's 10, 15, 20, 30, yeah. And Flutter is again going to shoot a barb at the witch.
It's another con save.
Will be another con save, yes. So, well, if it hits, which is 20 to hit.
Yeah, 21.
21 on the con save. Yeah, that's fine. Come on, I know you want to roll under 5. Honestly, it's a lot of fun if you do. It's 1 point of piercing damage. Magical piercing,
Okay.
all terms. And I am going to sling a couple of Eldritch Blasts at her. Because why not?
Why not, indeed?
That is a... God, my modifier is crazy. 19 to hit.
So again, she whips up, this invisible hand whips a corpse in front of her as she casts shield to block.
And the second Eldritch Blast is a natural 20.
Nice.
For 24 points of force damage.
Cool. So catching her by surprise, as she thought she'd covered herself physically, this beam just whips through and catches her right in the chest.
And I'll then fly back to get some distance, just kind of still smiling as these little black butterflies are kind of clinging to her, biting in, though they're not doing any damage. That's my turn.
Right, let's go. Oops. Oh, 3, target. Oh, throwing dice all over the place. Targeting number 4, that is Truth.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what. Okay. Can you make a Constitution saving throw, please, Truth?
Lowest constitution in the party.
Just roll well then.
Yep. Nice high roll.
Yeah,
That's the
easy
key.
as that.
Hey, I managed to do it twice. Oh, wait, no, I didn't.
18.
18. You're all right. This green beam goes sailing past you. I've lost the default somewhere. I know I'll tread on that later and find it.
Yep.
Oh, I keep forgetting my. Oh no, Bless went, didn't it?
Yeah, bless
Yeah.
you, sorry.
That's fine.
Okay. Then Jürgen.
I would like to rage again. Roar.
Roll your thing.
Come back. There we go. And let's see what I get this time. See if it's any more fun. 2. Okay. I teleport up to 30 feet into an unoccupied space I can see. Until my rage ends, you can use this effect as a bonus action. I like that. So, let's see.
Smash.
I'm going to just use it. Oh, that's the wrong thing.
So you've just got bonus action Misty Step on.
Basically, yes.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So that's 10, 20, 30. So first Misty Step will go down to there, and I'll smack zombie number 1.
Okay.
Okay. So that's same reckless great weapon master. All of them are going to be. So,
Yeah.
So it's 28 minus 5, 23 to hit.
Could you do me a favour?
Just give me damage. Don't even bother rolling.
Have an on to
All right.
95.
Or roll it. Tell me if you get a natural one.
Yeah, I will do.
Sorry?
Okay.
I'm not stronger.
So that's
Is that
8
going to be-
plus 18, 20,
What?
28 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. He's dead. No chance to save from that.
And then I'm going to move back to this one here. And as I've just killed, oh no, I've already used my bonus action, so I use my second attack to do this one. Roll to see if I get a natural one. Nope, no natural one. So this one's going to get 5, 15, 17. No, that can't be right. 17. Oh no, hold on, losing track here. 5, 15, 20, 22 points of bludgeoning damage.
I can say 17 sounded far too low.
It did, didn't it? Well, when you're adding plus 10 because of Great Weapon Master, it's
Yeah.
not to do anything bad.
So
That was 22 in total.
So again, I need to roll a 27 on con, which I can't do. So.
Okay. And then
All the zombies.
my remaining movement, so I've got another, I've moved my remaining movement to go sort of basically underneath the witch. How
Okay.
high is the witch up?
She's 30 feet up.
Okay. That's my go.
That's your go. Okay, well, there's no more zombies to fire zombeams.
Yay!
So, longboard.
Okay, I think probably the best thing to do is to
Heal yourself.
bit of cure wounds going on at level 4.
Bit of self-love.
15, 20, 27. That's 32 points of healing from me. That's a little better.
Ooh.
And as a bonus action...
How long does the slow last?
Oh, am I still slowed?
For 1 minute, but you do get to save at the end of your turn.
Okay, so I don't have a bonus action. Okay, cool.
Oh, wait, if you're casting a spell, doesn't slow take 2 turns to cast or something?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think it's you only do an action or a
look it up.
bonus action.
Why do I think that?
I don't know, but
Maybe wishful
I'm
thinking.
hoping not.
Slow. If a creature attempts to cast a spell with a casting time of 1 action, roll a d20. On an 11 or higher, the spell doesn't take effect until the creature's next turn. The creature must use its action on that turn to complete the spell.
So 11 or...
So
11 or
Good.
higher.
I'm fine,
Yeah.
but 11 or lower I'm slowed. Sorry, I
the
don't-
other way around. I think it's that the person who casts the slow would roll the d20.
Oh, okay.
Would I?
Yes.
Well, let's drop it out there. 15.
So... Do I get
So,
my
on
healing?
an 11 or higher, the spell doesn't take effect until your next turn.
Okay.
Where
You
you've
have
got
to use your action next turn to complete the spell.
Okay, so I'll just take that 32
Cool.
healing back off.
I never realised that about slow.
No, it's first
Slow
one.
is
New one on
brutal.
me.
But it is typically a wisdom save
Wait,
rather than a
you-
dex save.
You don't often come up against it.
For NPCs, no.
You don't have to apply that when you're using it as a player because you don't come up against many casters.
You don't come up many casters that will
With
fail the wisdom save.
But it wasn't a wisdom save, so...
No, not in this case.
Cool. Okay. Right, so I just sort of mumble a bit and... Dude... What? That's my go. Actually, I will move because I've got 15 feet, haven't I? I'll go to there.
You need to make your wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn, remember?
Is it a wisdom save now or is it dex?
It is a dex save.
Oh, okay.
12.
Sorry.
Let's go. My dex is shit.
My flames are falling off.
Oh, hello. What are you up to?
Nothing.
More zombies are appearing.
You can't
Cool.
see. You
It's
don't know.
on,
I think you probably can because
Yeah.
you're straight.
yeah, on Discord, yeah.
No, this is the problem with.
Roll20.
The best way to do it is to get it upstream that window as a viewer one, and then have your own window to mess around with.
Yeah, that's a good plan. That's a good plan. But it's done now. So I'm going to do that. So we've just got those particular 5 beams. Okay. Okay, but that's not happening yet. Anyway, so back to the encounter. Longboard's gone. Mara.
Okay. I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to there. I know she's 30 feet up in the air. Was she 30 feet away from me?
Well, let's do some geometry. If she's 15 feet horizontally in the Delta X,
It'll be about 33 feet away from you.
yes, exactly, somewhere around there. Let's say
Right.
35 to keep it within the 5
Say
squares.
35, did you say?
35, yeah.
Yeah, that's too far away from me. Bugger.
Bugger.
Because everything I've got is within 30 feet of me, so. Okay, that's all I can do.
I take it you action dashed there.
Yeah, I action dashed.
Okay. Over to the witch then. And the witch hovering up there does her casty thing and starts to puppet again with a bit of a cackle. And there are a few more zombies that come in around the edge. And that's her turn.
It's just one quick question. Is slow a concentration spell?
It came from the
It
zombie
is
thing.
technically, but it depends on how the zombie's ability
But
works.
the zombies are all dead.
Down to the DM.
Asking for a friend, you know.
Yeah, that makes complete sense that the spell would die when the zombie died. So that would have. Did that happen before you tried to cast your spell?
It did, yeah.
Yes, it did. Because
Okay, well, complete your. You're no longer slowed, and you can complete your previous cure wounds.
Cool.
Yeah, good point.
New zombies, who dis?
Yeah.
New brains do this. Okay. So truth.
Right, okay. Well, let's keep trying this. Eventually it's going to fail. I'm going to fly to the... go on top of the roof, I think. I'm going to fly up on top of the roof. And kind of look back at her and again flutter with the barb. Make an attack. That's a 25 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
So, con save.
Con save is 17.
Just saves. Because the DC's on my spell save DC. So 1 point of piercing damage. Magical, of course.
Of course. Can you even half 1 point of damage if it wasn't magical?
And I am going to sling another Eldritch Blast, another pair of Eldritch Blasts towards her.
Okay, go for it.
Plus 9. That's a 26
Mm-hmm.
for 15 max damage there. 15 points of force damage. And
She's looking bloodied.
that is a 25.
Yaha.
For yes, double tens, another 15 points of force damage.
So you rolled like a 19 and a 17 and then max damage on both.
I rolled a 17. I rolled a 19 on the on Flutter. I rolled a 17 and a 16 on the Eldritch Blasts, and I rolled 2 10s.
Thought you promised that you'd used all your luck up.
I
Yeah,
don't
he
know.
lied.
I think the more gothic my character gets, the luckier I am. Who knows?
Sorry, excuse me.
Okay. Yeah. So you
And I'm
start.
then going to fly back a little bit and kind of take cover underneath, behind the slant of the roof a little bit.
You were like over here or somewhere, weren't you?
I think I was about, let's see, Jurgen was there, 5, 10, 15, 20, I was about there. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
50 feet you've got.
30, 35, 40. Yeah, I've got 50 feet, so yeah, I can reach that.
Yeah, I'll say that's fine, even with the angle.
So I'm then going to kind of slant a little bit underneath the roof to give myself some cover from the witch.
Cool. Yeah. Is that it?
Yeah, that's all from me.
Okay. 5 was an awkward number to use, but I've got 1, so it's going to be that guy, and you might as well be that one. So, person 3, Jurgen, make a dex save for me, please.
Yeah. $19.
Did you roll that with advantage?
Yes.
Because you're kind of looking up at a witch.
Okay.
I'm not sure you'd see it coming.
I'll roll it again then.
19.
Normal. And it's 16.
That's exactly what you needed, so you're fine.
Phew.
Okay. On to... I still can't remember the order of this. Jurgen, it is now your turn.
Jurgen is going to do something very stupid. He is going to teleport 30 feet into the air and then smack the witch with his big hammer, and then try with his second attack to grab hold of the broom or fling himself across the broom to hope his weight brings it down to the ground. If
I
you
would say you can do one of those. You can't swing and then grab. I don't think
Okay.
you'd have time. So pick one. Swing and attack or grab the broom.
Oh, well, it's Jurgen. He would swing an attack. He'd
Okay.
teleport up 30 feet in the air, smack the witch really hard with his hammer, and then fall and take the damage.
Cool.
So let's go for that then.
I will give you advantage on that attack as well, because I kind of imagine you starting the swing, teleporting, finishing the swing, and she's no idea it's coming.
Okay. I'll do Great Weapon Master again.
Of
Just
course.
because. And that, oh shit, that's, hold on, let's see if this is going to work then. That's 11 plus 8, 19, minus 5 is 14 to hit.
14. You misjudge the teleport ever so slightly and just miss with the big swing.
Okay, well then I'd fall back to the ground, so I presume
Yeah.
I can make some bludgeoning damage for that.
What is it? A D6 for every 10
D6
feet
for every 10
fallen?
feet.
Yep.
Not, but you've got 10 feet free, so it's 2d6, 30
Yeah.
feet fallen. So
And
6.
I was going to say, don't you that get half because of the rage as well, because it's technically bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I suppose so, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
That
Good
makes
point. Half to 3 points of
3
bludgeoning.
points. Okay, I'll take
Well,
that.
that's worth doing then.
It was, yeah, definitely. And he'll sort of stand up, shake his head and go, "Ugh," and then use his movement instead to go down to this zombie here and smack that with his second attack,
Okay.
because much more fun to kill zombies. Well, I thought that was going to be quite good, but never mind.
No, it's brilliant.
Brilliant idea.
Sorry?
Cool. So that's 10. Hold on, I can't do Break Weapon Master on 2 2 attacks, can I? Hold on. Let me just check that. Before you make a melee attack with a weapon you push, you... No, it says you can do it on all of them. Okay, so that's 10. Well, it didn't get a natural 1, so I presume that's it then on a zombie.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Buskies. So 3, 5, 10, 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. So that takes him down to 0. Did you say 20?
20, yeah.
Okay. No, that's fine. I can't roll a 25 con save, so zombie. No, wait. That one. There we go. Zombie dead.
That is better. That is good. That's my go.
Cool. That's great. You stand in there, you teleport, swing, miss, splat, get up, move, splat.
Get up, stand up, splat your funky stuff.
Yeah.
Splat your funky stuff. Okay, so then no, I should just be rolling it on one of them. So number 3, which is that one. Let's get rid of. Wait, number 3 just died. That means beam 3 is that one, and we're going for Mara. Make a dex save, please. As this filthy black tar comes spurting out of an alley.
24.
24, yeah, you're fine. The very black, oily, horrible stuff that took your friend down earlier, but you managed to get out of the way of it. Longboard.
Okay, cool, right. Okay. Getting a bit. Almost getting a little bit annoyed now. So we're going to move 30 feet to there. We're going to throw a guiding bolt at 3rd level, which is a 25 to hit.
Oh, yeah. Is that of the witch?
Yes.
Okay, give me some damage.
13, 15, 19. That's 25 points
Good lord.
of whatever damage that is.
Radiant.
Yeah.
Radiant.
And it was all glittery, and the next attack has advantage.
Superb.
And as a no, that's a spell, isn't it? So I can't do that. That's cool. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm gonna, as a bonus action, turn invisible. Use my my hidden step, and I'll just whoop. I'm now invisible.
Nice. Okay.
You can't have them all, James. Just stop.
Yeah, you can do it.
I can.
No.
Okay, so as Longboard turns invisible, oh, it's 3 again, and it's going for number 3, Jürgen.
Yeah.
Can you make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Will I see this one?
You ran up to that guy, so I'll say you're facing down the alley, so I'll say no, coming from behind you.
That's
2
15.
ticks.
15 is a failure.
Oh no! What's going to happen to me?
How do you need that many of them?
Thou art banished.
So as this guy who's coming, who's just stepped out of this alleyway, turns and sees you, and just splurges this black ooze at you. You take 47 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, that really hurt.
Also enough to one-shot me.
Really? What's your max? 45? God.
45. I think I'm staying away from these zombies.
Yeah. Well, they can kind of hit you from anywhere. So that is that one. Over to Mara.
Okay, I'm going to take a step forward, hold up my rapier with the Crimson Rite of the Dawn on it, dig my fingernails into my palm, and cast Blood Curse of Binding on the witch.
Okay.
So that's a strength saving throw.
Oh, they used to be at disadvantage, but someone dropped Hex.
No, Hex doesn't affect saving throws.
It's checks, which is she's got
Just-
disadvantage
just
of it
ability
anyway
check.
because of the exhaustion. So
Fair enough. So I'm rolling a strength check at disadvantage.
strength saving throw.
Yeah. Same thing. Oh. First one's a natural 20. The second one is an 18. For 18.
Fuck.
Wow. I've got some of these luck.
I have to do damage to myself. Hang on. 4 points of damage. And I'm just going to growl as that doesn't take effect. And then I'm going to use my remaining 25 feet of movement to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And start stabbing. But miss with a 1!
Oh my god. Somebody missed a zombie.
And then second attack. That hits.
Your blood curse thing, is that a bonus action then?
Yeah, that's a bonus action.
Cool.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, bonus action.
Okay.
So that's 19 points of damage.
Okay, again, can't make a 24 on a saving throw. On a con save, so... That
That is my go.
probably gives you a certain sense of relief, as that was the zombie splurging this necrotic ooze over everyone. So we're down to 3 zombies. It is back to the witch. The witch is going to move in her hands again, latch these purple tendrils onto the zombies and just suck a little bit, and she's going to recover some health from them, but it's not much. There's only 3 of them, so 7 whole points of healing she gets from that. But that's her turn, so back to Truth and Flutter.
Okay, I'm going to fly back over.
I thought there
Seeing
was only
the
2 left.
There's 2 up the top.
Oh yeah,
Oh wait,
that one at the top's not been unhidden. That's why I couldn't see it.
that is why. 9. Who's misbehaving here? Is it you?
Oh, we can see that one. There's no other ones that we can see there, though.
there's only 2 on there.
There we go. See it now.
Yep.
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
So
So I'm going to pop over the roof. Seeing, is the guiding bolt still up from...
when does it last to? The end of...
Just the next hit.
And no one's actually hit her since.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Swing
just
Eldritch Blast
the next attack has advantage.
I'll swing Eldritch Blast first, the first beam. That is a 25.
Yep.
Yeah, for 7 points of force damage. Second beam.
That's just what she did.
26. For 7 points of force damage. I rolled 2 2s that time. And Flutter is going to shoot a barb
Okay.
with a natural 20. It's not going to affect the
Nice.
damage. But it's not going to affect anything, but con save again.
Also natural 20.
Oh,
I'm so sorry. Dodged every one of those.
The DC is 17. There's a special DC of 6. Yeah, 1 point of piercing damage.
Those 1 points are all stacking up, though.
Yeah.
It's done 4 damage.
It's more damage to her than I've done because I can't fucking reach.
Trust me, if she rolls a 5 or lower on that con save, you'll be able to reach her. But that's. Oh, actually, I'm gonna fly and take cover behind the roof again,
Okay.
and that'll be my turn.
That if she needs to roll 5 or lower, that is a natural 1 only.
Yep.
So,
But still,
but there's always a chance.
One day. Yeah,
I
one
can
day.
roll a natural one trying to hit a zombie.
even if she rolls less than 17, there's still a pretty good effect from it. So
There will be truth and consequences. Okay, with Truth's turn over, going to roll one of them. Roll that. It's a 1, so it's that one, and it's a 3. So Jurgen, make a Constitution save, please.
13.
13.
That's with a
I'm
plus
just going to
7.
pop AFK a moment. Hang on.
Okay.
Sorry.
No. So, oh my god.
I don't think anyone can actually see me, can they? Well, that one at the top might be able to.
Well, it was that one at the top as well.
Ah, there you go.
I can move him round if that helps.
No, it's fine. I trust you.
So, with a failure, you are paralyzed. And you can repeat the save at the end of your turn. Or you're freed when the zombie dies.
Okay.
But it is your turn, Jurgen. You are
Well,
paralyzed.
I will take the Constitution saving throw then.
Roll that.
That's even worse. That's an 11.
You are still paralyzed, I'm
I'm going to
afraid.
stop using D&D Beyond to roll these saving throws. I'll tell you that.
But it's been working for me. All those con saves I've done for Jay's thing have all come up good, rolling in D&D. So you're still paralyzed. Longboard.
I will use my 30 feet of movement. Where will that get me? That will get me there. So let's just do there. Which is not quite where I want to be, so I will use my Steps of Night to move around beside the paralysed Jurgen, and I will cast Cure Wounds
Oh, thank you.
at 3rd level. So let's just do that. So
Down
that
to
is
17 hit points.
5, 2, 3. Oh, good. 15. 25 points of healing to you.
Marvellous. Thank you.
And I am no longer invisible. So as I cast the spell, I become visible.
Jurgen would be surprised, but he's paralysed, so he can't move.
And that's my go.
Okay. We're on to number 2.
That's me, isn't it?
The same one. That was the witch beam. The number is number 4, so it is thingy on the roof. Truth on the roof.
Truth
Which
on the
zombie is this coming from?
This is the one just above you, down the alley. And if you can make a Constitution save throw, please.
Straight roll. 16.
Just what you needed.
Ooh.
16 DC. Mara, your turn.
Sorry.
Your turn.
Yeah. I'm going to. I can see these beams shooting in zone 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can I attack with a bonus action? I don't think I can unless I've attacked with an action, can I?
That's correct.
Okay.
Oh, I've got to come out of rage because I didn't attack anyone or take any damage my last turn.
Oh yeah, paralyzed.
So
Yeah.
my rage drops.
So your bonus.
Oh no! I've
Your
lost my
mystic step.
teleport.
And I'm just going to stand there and snarl at this zombie.
He snarls back. Back to the
That's my
top.
go.
The witch is gonna turn and target Jurgen or thingy. So let's see. Yeah, it's a 1, so it's gonna go for Jurgen because that's nearest. And actually, no, she's gonna fly. No, that would be stupid. She wouldn't do that. Sorry. Roll in with thingy. That's a 17 to hit, Jurgen.
Well, I'm paralysed, so I presume it would be an automatic hit or an advantage to it. Anyway, but I've only got 16 armor class anyway.
Paralyzed. Automatically fail strength dex saving throws. Attack rolls have advantage. And if the creature is, if you're hit by an attack within 5 feet, then it's a auto crit.
I should have done it, but I didn't. But that's a 17 to hit at advantage.
Yeah, that hits. Yeah.
Let's just roll it here because it'll be speedier. Pretty good. That's 22 points of necrotic damage to you.
Oh. I'm
Just
very glad that someone just healed me. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I'd been down.
Truth and Flutter.
Okay, I'm gonna pop back over, seeing that Mara's covering the zombie issue. Fly back over and go. You're clearly losing. Give up soon. And then Flutter's gonna shoot off a barb, and I'm gonna shoot off 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Okay.
So, Flutter. That's a 24 from Flutter.
Mm-hmm.
So another con save, please.
You're joking. Natural 20.
Oof.
Even I'm rooting for you at this point.
Come on. And then I'm going to sling 2 Eldritch Blasts. One's a 25. Oh, they're both 16, so 25 to hit on both of them.
Mhm.
Right. And that is. Ooh, I sure hope they're not concentrating on a spell. That's 15 and then 14 points of damage, respectively, for both of those. Force.
So 29.
29 in total.
See, you cannot complain about my high con saves.
Yeah.
Your attack rolls and damage rolls.
Yeah, I do have that going for me. But I'm the only one that's really able to hit her, so.
Yeah, tell me about it. I even teleported 30 feet in the air and I missed her.
With advantage.
Yep.
So But that's I'm gonna again duck behind the roof because I really don't want to get hit by this witch. That's my turn.
Okay. So with your turn ended, I've got 3 zombies left. So nope. Do that. Stop rolling 4s, please. That is 3. So it's that guy around the corner, which is that. Ooh, is going to move out a bit. Is your You've got a big circle on there, Jacob. Is that still in play?
That's still going. So
Okay.
that lasts for a minute. So
Well, Zombie's not smart enough to not do anything about that, so he's going to come out here.
as soon as he does, as soon as he enters it, he has to make a con save.
Roll a 6 for 9.
That's a failure. So Zampa is going to take, gets a point of exhaustion. I don't think that's going to matter because that is 10, 16, 21, 22 points of radiant damage.
22.
22.
Funny that. Okay. Come on.
Exhaustion.
Save that. Well, he's dead. Okay. Well, that avoids that issue.
Yep.
Steps into
Pretty much.
No, it just explodes into little black butterflies.
Then it's Jürgen.
Okay, for me it's another save. This time I'm going to use a dice because I'm fed up and D&D Beyond.
You rebel. You old school.
That is Constitution, isn't it? 18.
You shake off the paralysing effect.
That's the end of my go, isn't it?
But that's the end of your turn,
Okay.
yeah. So
Thank
I've got 2 left, so we just go odd and even. That's an odd, so it's going to be that one. And it's going to... Where are you? Oh, it's the one next to Mara, so it's going to go for Mara. Make a Constitution save, please.
6.
6.
Sorry, 7.
That makes all the difference. So what's that? So as this green beam just erupts, you don't have time to get out of the way, but you take 44 points of necrotic damage.
I take 22 because I'm resistant.
The only person who hasn't gone oh shit when one of those hit them.
Sorry, dog.
That
Never.
one wouldn't have one-shot me.
And I'm just like, in response.
So it's now longboard.
Okay, so seeing as Jürgen hasn't moved for a while, I'm just going to sort of look across and go, dude, you okay, man? And cast another 3rd level Cure Wounds on him. Which is not bad, 14, 17, 22 points of healing.
Yeah, thank you.
Are you gonna like kill this dude?
Yeah, now I will. I couldn't before.
Okay. And yeah, that will be me. That's fine.
Okay. Let's see.
1 second, door.
Okay. So that guy is going to cast at person on the roof.
Oh boy.
Truth.
Make a con save, please. Sorry, deck save.
Okay, that's a little bit better. A little bit. You couldn't throw charisma saves at me, could you?
None of them, I'm afraid.
It's a 14 plus 2, 16.
Yeah, again, that's the DC. You're okay.
Phew.
Over to Mara.
Right, stab, stab. Yeah, that hits. And that's 17 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Is it still up?
Yep.
Yeah, that hits again. That's another 15 points of piercing damage.
Oh my god, it's down, but I might be able to make this save.
Go for it.
You never know.
Nope.
Fair.
And then I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, and use my bonus action to strike again with my other rapier. Because I have dual wielder. And I finally can use it. That's cocked. Yeah, that hits. And that's 15 points of damage
Okay.
to that one.
Do you mean you've got the feat dual wielder?
I got 2 weapon fighting and dual wielder.
Can't you dual wield rapiers without the feat anyway?
Not rapiers.
You do need the feat because rapiers aren't a light weapon. And you need to be light weapons for dual wielding.
Yes. You're right, I was thinking finesse or something. Yeah. Okay, so again, 15 points of damage was that?
15 points of damage, yeah.
Wait. Rolled 17. 20. That's what I needed. He lives. He's got 1 health point. Yeah.
Hey, well done.
Hey, good on you, zombie.
Only one of them survived.
This is only the 15th zombie. The last one. Okay, so
Well, I did a bit less damage with that one because that's the one with my storm right on it rather than my right at the dawn.
so we're back to the witch. She is going to last ditch attempt, fly down and grab hold of Jurgen as he's nearest and make an attack against him.
Okay.
That
Brave.
it is definitely brave.
Or stupid.
That's a 21 to hit.
That hits.
That's terrible. Dreadful. You take 9 points of damage, and she heals a tiny little bit. Not worth it. Not enough that Jurgen isn't going to
Is
smash
she going
up
to fly
some-
away or is she staying there?
She's going to fly away. Go on, you got a chance to finish it.
Was she
Reckless
in
break,
my range as well?
As usual.
Was she in my range as well?
No, she'd have flown to sort of here.
Ah, okay, cool.
Can I do it as usual? Reckless Great Weapon Master, as all my attacks are like that.
Can
I
you do that?
think you can as a reaction.
It just says you can, as a reaction, you can take 1 attack, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
And
depends.
it's up to you, DM.
Reckless attack. Starting at 2nd level, you can throw all concern for defense or attack face separation. When you make your first attack on your turn, you can decide to attack recklessly. Doing so gives you advantage on melee weapon attacks rolls using strength during this turn.
So it's not your
Don't know.
turn, is it?
Okay, so it wouldn't be reckless then.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, just a normal attack. Oh, that's rubbish. That's 15. Come on, stop rolling 4s. 15, 16, 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Oh, it does. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that is just standard. That's 9, 10, 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Not quite. Not quite. She's on her last broomstick, though. The last twig.
I just need to go and check on the bread. 1 sec.
I honestly hope it's Truth's fairy pixie butterfly thing that does
Oh
it.
my god, yes.
Does it have one? Does she have 1 health? 1 health is all it can do.
5 health. 5 HP remaining. So, I mean, it's your turn, but
Yeah.
let Flutter have a go.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Flutter go first.
Sorry,
anyway,
sorry.
'cause That's what I normally do. Flutter gets an 18 to hit,
Yep.
so a con save with 1 point of damage.
I'm rolling it in. I'm not seeing it yet. What is it? 8!
8.
In roll 20, it's an 8.
She's now poisoned for a minute.
Awesome.
I've been trying to do this entire time to keep her poisoned, but yeah, if she'd rolled a total 5 or lower, she would have fallen unconscious.
Oh my word.
But I'm then going to sling a couple of Eldritch Blasts.
Sorry.
One's a... Oh, wow. One's a 12 to hit and the other's an 18 to hit. So, I assume the 12 doesn't hit, and by
12
grace of the fact I
hit.
have +5 to damage, so...
How do you
the
want to
18
do this?
Yay!
As Flutter's barb hits into her and she kind of doubles over from the venom, she will look up to see this this orb of purple light just slam into her face, and she gets thrown off of the broom as a huge cloud of butterflies just emanates around, just completely buffeting Jurgen and Longboard, and they slowly dissipate out with the dead bodies, with just a couple left just chewing on the flesh.
Nice.
Excellent. And with
That's it.
that,
I am
The-
superior witch.
it would appear so. And sorry, Mara, you don't even get to kill that one because
I'd still stab it.
you can stab it if you want. that's
I'm
fine.
stabbing that bitch.
You're now just stabbing the corpse of a villager. But, you know, if it makes you feel better.
Yes.
And with the witch dead, the townsfolk remain dead. They were killed by the witch, and their corpses were animated to fight on her behalf.
So is that all the townsfolk dead?
Everybody's dead, Dave.
Dave,
Oh, we'll
everyone's
keep the village.
dead.
Keep it as a stronghold then.
In the wake of the witch's defeat, it becomes clear that the undead townsfolk remain undead. The only thought in their mind that remains in their decaying brains is that of the last day or so. And they continue to play out this last day, making the final preparations for the Halloween party where they lost their lives.
Awesome.
The children
The town-
continue to throw fake blood on each other in the streets, then ride the broomstick carousel. The adults continue to put up decorations and prepare the party food. And the mayor, to this very day, still wraps herself head to toe in toilet paper and begins to welcome people to the party. The town, renowned for its Halloween celebrations, becomes Halloween itself.
Awesome. Well done, mate.
Brilliant.
That was really good fun.
Thank you, Martin, and
Right.
thank you, Grumpy Bear.
I'm gonna have to go because I've got bread going on and all sorts of stuff going on. So, thank you so
Bread is
much.
important.
It was great fun. I really loved it. Cheers all.
Yeah.
See you
It
later.